recap of last week.
Yeah, we broke into Blackwater Estate from the tunnel entrance, fought some constructs and a guard. We went through the library into the private dungeon he has down there, and found a rogue who was locked up, who had something to do with stealing the ring, I think. Meldonis convinced her to work with us. We freed her and encountered some more guards, which we killed, and got surprised by a wizard who ran away. We had a little chase, but in the end killed him as well and his constructs that he, I don't know, activated. That was down in the laboratory, and we looted some scrolls and potions down there. After that, we went to search for Elira and found her near the stairs. We got out as quickly as we could, went through the tunnels, and encountered an unlucky pair of fire elementals.
Yeah, and you were kind of fighting them when we had left off.
Yes.
Alright, so Ronar, is that how you pronounce your character's name? Ronar?
Ronner, yeah.
Ronar. So, as we had discussed, you had been moving towards the Blackwater Estate, and in the tunnels up ahead, you would see some light. Can you see the map okay?
I can see the map. I think it's just like a kind of like a one, right? It's kind of like a one. That's what I'm seeing right now.
A one? What do you mean?
Like a tunnel, right? But like in the corner, there is like a little triangle, kind of making it like a little one.
Yeah. So, like, where you are, you should see there's like a turn up ahead and some light coming from over there.
Yes.
Okay. So I gave you a torch as well. So you should be able to control yourself in the torch if you drag and highlight both of them. Alright, but so first I need you to click on your token and click the initiative button just so we can get you on the initiative order.
What about me? I'm not there at all.
Oh, right. You're actually already there because I think Nalo was with the party. So let me.
I just the token
Yeah, you
isn't
don't
there.
see it, yeah. So let me put you on there as well.
The
Now,
initiative button is.
So on the character sheet, I think it's not really well. It just says initiative, and if you mouse over it, you should be able to click it. And now you'd have to roll initiative too, because you're not technically in there since you were in the background. Yeah, you got it. Or I got Ronner on there. Do you see yourself, Nalo?
Yep.
Okay. Actually, these fire... Okay, good. They are giving off light. That's what I thought. So I just need an initiative roll from you.
Yeah, just a second. On it, opening my sheet.
Okay. So back to the battle. All right. So Avik is going to go first. I
And
believe.
who is this?
That is your, or that is one of your henchmen, Avik Grun.
Okay. Got it.
So,
And Scary, is he dead?
he is on the ground, not moving. So you're not sure.
Understood.
So Avik is on fire right now, so he would start his turn taking 1 point of fire damage. Yeah.
And one more thing. I see I have 13 hit points. Is it true?
That
I
is
just done.
weird. Oh, you know why? It's linked to the old sheet. I need to make you a new
Okay.
token.
Got
That
it.
shouldn't take long. Hang on. Yeah, that must be linked to his old sheet, which was D&D Beyond, or Beyond 20, or whatever it's called. Alright, so let me link this to your new sheet. So, Nello. See, and temp, okay. You had dark vision, right? 60 feet? I think so.
I'm not sure. Don't think halflings do have it. At least
Alright.
not how I generated him.
Then, never mind. But there, that should be reflecting your HP now.
So I was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Okay, excellent.
And you want to put me back in initiative because it's
Oh,
for my old tool.
you're gonna have to roll again because it deleted it.
Okay.
Sorry
Can you
about
put
that.
17? 17 then it was.
Sure. I mean, it's the same spot.
But I guess it's same spot, yeah.
All right. So Avik takes 1 point of fire damage and yells, "Get back!" He's going to step north, and I think he's just going to take a swing or stab using his spear. So he does his multi-attack, thrusting forward, making 3 attacks. Striking with the first for 10, which halves to 5 because his spear is magical. He curses. Takes his second attack. Miss with that one. And third would strike just barely, doing another 6 points. That's it for him. Scurry is down and out. Nalo, what are you going to do?
Is there any one of those fire elementals wounded?
No, none of them look wounded yet.
None of them look wounded. Let me just try to see what I can do. And I'm just sorry, I just wanted. Is this guy not wounded and Riven is not wounded, right? And both Tal is wounded.
So this guy actually does look wounded. Tal looks very wounded.
Tal looks very wounded. Riven, are you wounded? I'm just trying to orient myself in this situation.
I mean, he's taken some burns, but he still doesn't. Do you have medicine?
No.
Okay,
I just want to know if he's
yeah,
wounded.
he wouldn't look wounded.
And
those-
Ronar is not with us right now.
No,
Okay, gotcha.
you might hear something coming down the hallway, but yeah, no one's actually here yet.
Okay, then I will point to this fire mantle and I will try to tell him a joke. Want to hear a joke about paper? Never mind, it's terrible. And I will Tasha's hideous laughter this guy.
All right. So that is a save, I believe. Did you say terrible? I
Yes.
see what you did there. All right. So I don't think.
Sorry, I forgot to. I should have had all of my spell slots.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So it has to make a.
Wisdom.
Does have enough intelligence. All right, wisdom save. Oh, yes, it just kind of can't fall prone, but it just kind of stands there hissing.
All guys, and I will move further away.
Okay. Ronar or Ronar.
I'm gonna move 30 feet.
Alright, so you use your move to rush up the hallway a bit towards the sounds. You might be on ruler right now. Oh, yeah, there you You see the fire elemental at the end of the hallway. It sounds like he's in battle with someone. You can't see who yet. What's your passive or what's your perception actually?
Perception is. Sorry, I'm quite new to this.
Oh, no worries. So it should be marked on your sheet on the lower left-hand part, like your passive perception, like under your
Here it
skills.
is. It's a 1.
All right. Yeah, you can't see very well what's going on up there. Do you want to take another move action, or what do you want to do? You can dash if you want.
Dashing will only be within 30 feet, right?
Yeah, you'd
Or-
you take another 30 feet of movement if you dash.
Okay, I'll dash.
Okay, so you continue rushing forward with the guy who's with you. I think you're actually one back because you were measuring. Yeah, there you go. And the guy says, "There they are. It's the heroes. They're the ones fighting the elemental." And you all would now see 2 new people running up the hallway towards the group. That's it for Ronner. It is Ronner, right? Or is it Ron? Sorry, I keep forgetting.
Oh no. Ronar, either or it's fine, no worries.
Okay. So Tal, what are you gonna do?
Okay. I'm gonna move down here.
Okay.
Which hallway do we need to get to? To the south or to the west?
Yeah, down this hallway to the south is the way out.
Okay.
Oops. I probably would have moved there then. I didn't know that.
Okay. Seeing that one elemental is
You didn't-
probably disabled.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has discussed that there was going to be a retreat yet, so you probably wouldn't know what the group was doing anyway.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell the group we probably need to run.
Oh, but actually, I was like, I said like, guys, bolt, and I thought that I would run. So I was about to run, and I thought that
Alright.
this is the exit.
Sure, you can run this way if you want. You could redo
Yeah,
that.
actually, I wanted to do that.
Okay. Then I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on the one on top of Ribbon.
Alright, so you chant summoning necrotic energies. The creature attempts to resist using its wisdom. But it would fail. So, nice, 17 damage.
That's my turn.
That's a good,
alright.
good toll.
Ribbon.
I am going to disengage and fly towards Tal.
Okay.
Don't kill me. And then just get away from that one. I'm going to use my action to douse the flames. 'cause
Well,
I don't want it.
if you disengaged, then that was your
Oh
action.
yeah, I can't do that. Yeah. All right, and then
Oh,
Yeah.
and you would start the the turn and take 1d10. So you were on fire and took 10 points of damage. Ouch.
oh shit. And then I'm going to expend 2 sorcery points to give myself another first level spell slot.
Okay, and that's a bonus action, right?
I think so.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. Go ahead and link the action you're doing. I think it says it's a bonus action, but
It is 100%.
yeah, just link it anyway, just so we have it recorded there.
I'm trying to find it on here.
It should be under your abilities. Like there's a bunch of like class and racial abilities, like on the right
It
side
should
of
be
your
called
sheet.
something like flexibility. I think it's called. Yeah,
Yeah,
flexible.
there it is. All right. So you do that as a bonus action and draw in some more arcane power, regaining some spell slots.
Then that me done.
All right. The fire elemental goes. It's going to come down this way, hissing. Tal, you are on fire. And it's going to attack Ribbon with its multi-attack. So, Ribbon, it attempts to grab you. 15.
That.
Alright.
Because armor class is 12, but I'm going to use shield.
Alright, so as it's lunging at you, you shield. It's then going to move over this way, actually, giving Tal an Oppie.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it.
Alright.
I can cast Toll the Dead again.
Oh, right, you can cast as Oppies. Nice. Alright, so you throw a Toll the Dead as it moves away, which it tries to save against. It would fail, taking another 10. So, Nalo, it is going to move over you, and as the flames brush up against you, you catch on fire as well. And it's going to take another two attacks? No, one more attack it's going to take on you, Nalo, as it attempts to burn you with its touch. 20.
Yep.
Alright, so Nalo is torched, taking 14 fire damage. A nasty hit. And it looks like you need to make a concentration.
And I drop my Tashas.
Alright, so this one is no longer laughing. It comes out of it, which is unfortunate because now it goes, and it's going to go for your warrior again. Seeing everyone's on fire, it's happy with this, so it's just going to attack him. Misses with the first, but then torches him with the second, doing 13 damage. Ah, damn it! He yells. Someone kill these things! Avik goes, he's gonna go stab crazy on this thing, taking 3 jabs. 2 of them strike, doing 11 points of damage and wounding the creature as the flames begin to diminish. Nalo. At the start of your turn, you are burned for 10 points of damage, and at the start of his turn, he took 7.
10 more?
Yeah, you took 10 at the start of your turn from the fire.
Yeah.
And what do you want to do?
Okay. Let's see what I can do. Damn it. Just go away already, and I will cast Hypnotic Pattern
Oh,
to only affect this guy.
alright. So he has to make a wisdom save, right? He got a good roll and he resists it.
And then I will try, like, I don't think I have a chance if I stay here. I will try to run away.
Giving him an Oppie?
Yeah, like there is the best I can do.
Alright,
Just do the OP.
where are you running to?
To here.
Okay. So he will take his Oppie, 17.
Yep.
Alright, so you were burned for 12 as you attempt to flee.
And then
And I just realized this guy was wounded by that last attack on him. Sorry, forgot to mark him. Go ahead, you can move.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, no,
Alright.
5. Sorry, I'm a halfling.
Yep, alright, so you hop onto that pile of debris as you're trying to escape. Ronner. Or Ronar.
Goodness. I'm gonna move 15 feet.
I think that is 20 feet from where you are. Because you do, oh wait, 5, 10. So you want to move here, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that would be 4 squares from you are. Sorry, 20 feet. Because it starts on.
So I go from the. Okay, cool. No worries.
Yeah. So yeah, you rush forward towards this thing. What would you look like to the group now that they can see you as you run into the light?
A disgruntled human with dirt smeared all over her face. Looking like she just hauled ass from the entrance before.
All right.
Sweaty. Just gross.
What's you have chainmail, right?
Yes.
And you have a sword.
I have a javelin. I have a glaive.
Oh, a
Glaive.
All
Glaive.
right.
Glaive.
So, glaive is whenever you have a weapon in your hand, you want to use this symbol, and I think glaive is two-handed, so you mouse over that with a 2.
It
to
has
mark
reach.
Yeah, and it has reach. So, do you want to move right up to that thing, or do you want to attack from a distance? Because you can technically stab him from back there.
I'll come from right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, you see this armored woman come running down the hall with her glaive and just stab at the guy. Go ahead and make an attack roll. And the group does look pretty wounded. So there should be like macros for your weapons on your sheet.
Yes. Let me look at those. Hold on.
Because I think it automatically generates them when you grab the weapons from the compendium.
So that, and I would attack.
Yeah, though you used the glaive, right? I think that was the javelin.
Oh, I'm
that
sorry.
You clicked.
My bad.
Oh, no worries.
There we go.
All right. Well, I can use your first roll because I think it's the same roll anyway. So 18 would strike. Now, if you mouse over the glaive in the chat, you should be able to click on it, and that'll do damage. All right. So you slash with your glaive, doing 3 points as the creature seems to resist because your weapon is not magical. Do you want to do anything else?
I want to lay hands on the creature next to me, hiding behind the debris.
Alright, so you, as you're swinging your weapon, you hit that thing, then you step to the side 5, which is actually, this is 10 feet, but you should still have enough movement.
Okay.
And how much are you going to heal Nalo for?
And I click on the spell, correct?
Well, lay on hands, I think, yeah, you click on the ability in your, because this is the ability, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you click on the ability and it should display it, and then you can choose how much you want to heal him for. Because I believe, oh wait, lay on hands is an action though. I think.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
you,
I can't do it now.
Yeah, you can take a second attack. I believe. I think at your level you do have 2 attacks, but I don't think
Yes.
you can lay on hands at this point because you already swung.
Then I'll just stay here next to this creature.
Do you want to take a second attack on it?
Yes, but I'm gonna do Divine Smite.
Okay, so usually with the smite, after you hit it, you can choose to use the smite if you want. So you don't actually have to call that right away. You could say, like, after you take your attack, if you hit, you can say, I'm going to smite. But, yeah, so go ahead and click on the glaive again as you swing around the second time. Oh, yeah, 19 would strike, and you channel what level smite into that?
This, I would assume it's 5th level. I'm looking at the description right now. Give me a second, please.
Yeah, no worries. So with Smite, you can channel any level spell you want, I think up to 5th level. Depending on how high level you choose, that's how many Smite dice you do. So currently, if you look at your spell list, you have up to 2nd level spells. So you have 4 first and 2 second. So you could spend a 1st or a 2nd level. If you spend a 1st, I think you do 2d8. If you spend a 2nd levels, you do 3d8. Does that make sense?
I'll do a 2nd level then. Yes, it makes sense.
Alright, so you would spend a 2nd level spell, and whenever you do this, make sure you mark off one of your spells, so you'd be down to 1 now. And you smite, so go ahead and roll the damage on the glaive. And then roll 3d8s. Oh, nice hit. 12 points of slashing plus 3d8. Oof, 15. All right.
Get
So
him! Get
as
him!
the-
Get
yeah.
him, mysterious woman!
You cut into this thing, and there's an explosion of radiant energy, and it fizzles out. The creature has died. Anything else?
No, I'll stand next to this creature.
All right, you stand next to Nalo. Tal, at the start of your turn, you take 3 points of fire damage from the burning.
This creature, so cute.
This little halfling. Yeah.
Okay, since there's a bit of hope now, I'm just gonna move back as far as I can, 10, 20, 30.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead on the Living Fire Elemental once more.
Dong. All right, and you throw even more necrotic energy at it. It's gonna make a wisdom save. Oh, natural 1, so it takes 8 points of necrotic as you continue to wither it. Anything else?
Okay. I'm gonna. Can someone put out this fire? And I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay, so you end your turn burning. Riven, you start your turn, take 1 point of fire damage as you continue to burn.
Okay. That gives me 1
What are you gonna do?
Am I in range of the fire elemental to get an attack of opportunity on me if I try to move?
Yes, it would try to attack you. Well, this one I think already oppied Nalo, right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it doesn't. I forgot to mark that. It doesn't currently have its reaction, so you could fly away from it.
Yes, right. So I'm going to use my action to put the. No, I'm not, because I'm still close enough. He'll relight it. Okay. So I'm going to fly as fast as I fucking can away to there, and then I'm going to put the fire out on me. Use my action to do that.
Okay, so you can go ahead and take off the fire mark as you are no longer burning.
And then, do I still get a bonus? Can I still do a bonus action spell wise?
Yeah.
Right. I'm gonna do a healing word on myself.
All right, you attempt to heal yourself using your last slot, and you gain 5.
Yes.
So you feel a little bit better. The fire elemental goes. It was not happy about your Toll the Dead, so it's going to fly over this way, lighting Riven on fire again. And it's going to attack you, Tal, with a multi-attack. 14.
Misses.
Oh, and 23.
I use my last spell slot to cast Shield.
Shield! Alright, so you throw your hands up desperately, trying to keep yourself alive, and its turn ends. Havoc goes.
I have a question.
Yeah.
You know, because I'm on fire because of the fire elemental. Because I've got the Wrath of the Storm, which is just Tempest Cleric. I get a reaction when attacked. Does the fire damage from it class as that or no?
No, an attack is defined as actually rolling an attack roll. Like spells are also not attacks unless you roll the spell attack roll. So anyway, Havoc burns for another 5. Oh, damn it! I think. No, he's not going to bother putting himself out because he just saw what happened to Riven. He's just going to come over here for the flank. He says, I don't know who you are, but thank you. And he's going to take some spear stabs at the fire elemental. And miss with 2 of them, but land a solid 3rd hit for 5 points of damage. Continuing to take out the flaming creature, which is beginning to flicker much more. Nalo, at the start of your... Are you burning?
Yep.
Alright, at the start of your turn, you take 7 and you go unconscious. Roner. Luckily, I don't think you make a death save because your turn had already started. So you're just at 0.
Jeez. I'm gonna.
Nalo is still on fire, by the way. Even though he's dead.
I'll cast lay of hands on him.
All right, so you play Battle Medic for a turn. Go ahead and click Lay on Hands. Using your action to kneel over him and channel healing energy. So your pool has, I think, you're level 5 Paladin, right?
Yes.
So you have 25 points. How many do you want to give him?
I'll give him 10.
Alright, so Nalo, you are conscious again, suddenly brought back from the brink as you see this strange woman kneeling over you, healing you. That is it
This
for...
feels so good, strange woman, I say, as I'm still
As
burning.
you are still on fire. Ah! Tal, what are you going to do? Or are you done, Ronner?
Yes.
Okay, Tal, what do you want to do?
Maybe go down?
Huh?
Like, how much fire damage?
Oh, you burn for... 10. Yep, Tal is down.
Yep.
Ah! He is overcome by the flames and goes down. Riven, you burn for 3.
Yay, I'm at 11.
You see Tal taken out by the fire. You're
Right.
you're hoping he's still alive, but it's hard to tell.
Well, for the minute, I can't do shit, so I'm going to fly 30 feet away, and I'm going to put myself out with my action. And
Okay.
yeah, that's going to be that, because I can't do anything with bonus action-wise.
Alright, the fire elemental is, oh yeah, it's gonna oppy you, that's true. So it's gonna try to touch you as you fly away. 16 versus AC.
Yeah, I think my AC is 12.
Alright, so you take 10 fire damage. And you are on
Yeah,
fire
I'm down to
again.
1. Ah, shit.
A flaming fairy
Hang on,
goes
hang on.
flying down
Would
the
I-
hall.
I
Try
would-
saying that fast. 3
Would I
times.
still be on fire because I moved, then I put myself out? So if he had the offie, would I still be on fire because I put myself out after I'd moved?
Did you do it after you moved?
Yes.
Alright, sure. I don't think you did, but fine. We'll say you did it
Okay.
after you flew down the hallway. Alright, so the fire elemental goes. It's going to turn towards Avik and take some attacks on him because it is not happy with him right now. Multi-attack. 20 would strike, burning him for 11. And then second attack. Ooh, 24 would strike again, burning him for 13. I don't think I can take much more, lads. As he looks very burned. Avik goes... Oh no, on his turn, he takes 10 fire damage and dies.
Good gracious.
Nalo. Oh, on your turn, Nalo, you do only 1 fire damage.
Ooh, good. I was already thinking I take and die again.
Alright, well, what do you want to do? You are back. You see Tal is down and he's on
see.
fire.
Yeah, I'm on fire as well. Everyone is on fire. That's
Everyone's on fire.
that's not very useful, but let's see. Well, hopefully it cannot kill all of us. Let me see what I have. How did the aura work? Like, if I do I start getting damage if I get too close, or
No, he doesn't have an aura. It's just if he touches you, you catch on fire.
Okay. So if he touches you, he catch on fire. Okay, I will move then
Okay.
towards here.
Yeah. So you move around.
I
the
will
creature.
use my action to extinguish Tal,
Alright, Tal is on the ground, no longer burning.
and then I will use 3rd level healing word
On yourself or Tal?
on Tal.
Okay. So Tal gains
not too
7
good.
points of healing. Then you are awake again, Tal. Ronar.
I'm not on fire.
and not on fire, so you can take that symbol off.
I'm going to touch my holy symbol to regain a spell slot first
Okay.
while attacking the fire thingy with my glaive.
All right.
Glaive.
The glaive, yeah. Go ahead and link your ability you're using when you touch your holy symbol.
Let me see.
Harness divine power. All right, so you pull in divine power, regaining a spell slot. That's the second level one, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you are attacking him?
Yes, with my glaive.
No, you cannot regain second level. It's half your proficiency.
Oh, is it?
Mm-hmm.
What's the proficiency right now? Is it?
It's 3.
That's right, because you're level 5. So yeah, unfortunately, you can only regain first level spells right now until your proficiency gets to +4.
Okay, no worries.
So you wouldn't
I'll
have
just
to.
attack him.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to use that. All right, so 16 would strike as you slash down at him, cutting him. Go ahead and give me a damage roll. 7. All right, so he takes. Were you smiting with this or just attacking?
I'll smite.
What level?
First level.
All right, so he takes 3, but he will take full damage from the smite. So give me 2d8s. So 6 points. All right, so 9 points total as the radiant energy explodes on him. He is looking pretty beat up, but still up. Are you going to do a second attack?
Yes.
All right, so you swing around with the glaive, attacking again. Definitely getting this thing's attention now. 19, yep, that would be a 21 with the flank, so that would strike as well. Are you gonna smite or just an attack?
Smite again.
Alright, so you spend another first or second?
First. Let me
Okay.
go clear.
So you spend another first level spell as there's a second explosion of radiant energy. Go ahead and give me a damage roll for that.
2d8s, correct?
Yes. For level 1,
Ooh.
15 could hit. So 18 points. Or wait, sorry. Because you have the 3, so 16 points of damage. It is still up, though barely, as its flames flicker. Anything else?
No, I'll stay right here.
Alright, Tal, you're on the ground, but you are alive. You look up and see this thing is going after Ronar now, or the mysterious woman. What do you want to do?
Ground for now and cast Toll the Dead again.
Alright. 13, so it will attempt to save. It turns towards you as it hears you casting. It looks like it's about to go for you, but your spell goes off, and 13 is just enough. So he hisses and fades away as the necrotic energy withers the last of his life force. The group is safe for now. So let's do.
I can still die.
Oh, right, we still have people on fire. So Tal's turn ends. Riven, luckily you're not on fire, but you were very hurt. What do you want to do?
I'm going to fly over as fast as I can to Nalo and put him out.
Alright, so you use your action to put him out, so he's safe.
Yeah.
And at this point,
Thank
I think everyone is
Thank you.
safe.
Thank you.
So I'll end the combat here. So let's get quick descriptions. So what would Tal look like to Ronar?
He's a 6 feet tall human,
Yeah.
wearing chainmail and a shield. He has a holy symbol of a double-bladed axe.
Do you have religious knowledge, Ronar? Do you have proficiency in religion?
No, I don't think I do.
You're a paladin and you don't know religion? Jeez. Oh, it's
I'm a dum-dum.
You're
I'm a dum-dum.
Alright, fair enough. So yeah, the religious symbol is strange to you. You don't recognize it. It's not one of the common ones. What about Riven? What would you look like to her?
Right, so I've had to write it down because I can never remember what I'm saying. So basically, Riven's a 3'8" tall fairy with silver platinum blonde hair, which is tousled like into a quiff. He has 4 fairy wings and is dressed with like a crop jacket, and he's got a dark top, dark jacket, dark shirt with flowery patterns and white trousers and dark boots.
Alright. What about Nalo? I mean, I know you're temporary, but what would you can just give a quick description.
I'm a small, lightfoot halfling with a lyre on his back and with a crossbow at my side.
Alright. So, yeah, things calm down. It is now quiet. You still see some kind of light or burning coming from the east. So there might be... You're not sure where these elementals came from, but there might be something going on over there. Like maybe there's more of them. It's hard to say.
I'll go check up on Scurry. What's up with him?
Scurry looks like he is dead.
Ooh, poor
Yeah.
guy.
And it looks like your ally died too. Your NPC, unfortunately.
Yeah. Well, him I actually saw physically explode and just go down to ashes. But
Yeah.
Nalo, it was nice knowing him.
Alright.
I'm gonna poke at the NPC's body.
Yeah, it looks like he is dead. And you would all notice that... Did you introduce yourself?
Nope, I'm just a random lady.
Yeah. So you notice that
I'm-
she does have one of the Blood Hand people with her. Go ahead, what were you saying?
I'm just poking at the body, looking at anything that can identify him.
So, he, you don't recognize him, but he looks like he had a spear and a shield, and he was a pretty adept fighter from what you could see. He was definitely holding his own. Like, he probably saved some people by keeping that fire elemental at bay for a few rounds. But yeah, nothing to identify who he is or who he served.
I'll close his eyes and kind of roll him towards the side so he's not looking like a dead piece of meat.
Yeah. So the Blood Hand agent says these are them. These are the heroes that we were looking for. Did you all succeed at your mission?
Kind of, but we don't look like heroes right now.
Well,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. The town calls you the heroes. But yeah, these are the people we were looking for, Miss Ronner.
I'll nod at the agent and just kind of observe the group as they're washing out all the ash and dust all over their clothing
So
and just sigh.
yeah, one of the people with them, who actually, where is she? Sorry, give me one moment. So a white-haired girl who's with them, she looks like she's probably about 17 or 18, says, who are you with, lady? Are you with the Blood Hand?
I'm with no one at the moment. I am representing the Iron Tide, I would think. Maybe. She kind of like, Renaki kind of walks in a circle, thinking to herself and talking and mumbles.
The Iron Tide, she says, and Alira looks at Tal. She says, I thought you all drove off the Iron Tide. Are you working with them?
We made a deal with them. Get them the ring and they will leave the town alone.
Oh, sneaky. She says, well, what do we do now? I think we should get out of here, right?
Yeah, we need to get out and call
we
off
should
the
just-
Iron Tide. Do you have a... Ronna is your name, right? Do you have a way to get a message to them?
Yes, I do.
Great. Let's get out of here.
All right.
I'm going to pick up the NPC and kind of drag him with us.
I'm gonna try to pick up Scurry.
All right. Take the fallen. Alira says, "You all don't look so good. Are you going to be able to make it? Do we need to rest for a bit?"
Yeah, like at least an hour would be very nice.
The Iron Tide is gonna attack at midnight, I think. We need to stop them.
So it is currently. Let me see what time it was. I think you still had some time. It is 9 p.m. Okay, so it's pretty late. You only have a couple of hours.
Is the way how long is the way back? Is it dangerous?
It is definitely dangerous. You know there are undead in these tunnels, and obviously there are elementals now. You didn't think these guys were down here, so it's definitely risky.
Let's get past the Halls of Tharsis. The area should be clear back there.
All right, so. Ronar is going to join you for now. And where did you say? Let's get where?
Past the Halls of Tharsis.
Alright, so you're going to attempt to move through these halls some more?
I think so. Resting doesn't seem like a good idea.
Alright, if that is the case, I need a d20 roll to see if you encounter any more problems. Alright, so Nalo does a heal on himself.
Healed. Yep.
Alright, so you regain 17 total as you channel some more magical energies, helping some of your wounds. Tal rolled a 9. I need a d100 roll.
Great.
61. Alright, so luckily you don't have an issue. You get back to the area with the chest that you passed by, and you make it to the Halls of Tarsus. What do you want to do? Keep going, or actually, so before we do that, just something I should mention. You actually, Ronar, know that shortcut on how to get out of here. Do you want to say anything about that?
I believe I know a way to get out of here quickly if time is of the essence.
Absolutely is.
Is it safe?
Somewhat.
Safer, perhaps.
But I don't fancy going through the town, so... Sure, why not?
And I'll lead them towards the secret entrance.
Alright. So... We'll say maybe while you're walking down the hall you change routes a bit. Coming to a place that when you get to the hallway, she would walk up to one of the walls and manipulate something and a secret door would open. You would walk in and take a stairwell up top, and you would come out in an area near the statue here. You come out the back. It sounds like a bunch of people running around. There might still be something going on in town. There might be more rioting. You're not sure, but you are back up on the surface. What do you want to do?
I feel like just resting, guys. And then we think about what we do next.
Maybe burying the dead would be a good idea first.
Yes,
Well,
short rest.
It's currently 9:30, and you know that the Iron Tide attack at midnight.
How far is it to them? Like if we go, like you said, you have a way to send them a message. How long would this message have to reach them?
Depends if I can find my bird. It was around here somewhere.
Like, okay, let's just do it. Let's just tell them.
Okay, I'm gonna dismiss my familiar and summon it again.
All right. So you go to your trained bird. The question is, do you have a piece of paper and something to write them a message?
Let me. Oh gosh, dang it.
Because paper and quill are not common items, so I don't know if anyone
Gosh.
has a way of writing them a message. But you can attach something to the bird if you want.
I do have a deck of cards. I guess I would send. Um, the gesture card and attach it to the bird's foot.
This would probably ruin the cards because you'd be missing a card. Are you okay with doing that?
I'm okay with doing that.
Alright, so you take one of your cards and you said you had ink?
I do not have ink.
Alright, does anyone have ink or paper they can use?
We did write in the past, but I don't remember how. Didn't someone have?
Someone who...
Can we say I have? I wasn't that detailed in generating my equipment this time.
Nice.
But I would assume like a bard should have something.
You'd think, odd or even? I'll leave it
Even.
to chance. Even?
Ooh.
No, unfortunately, you may have forgotten to buy paper and ink recently.
That's a pity.
There is a marketplace nearby, though it's currently in a bit of a riot situation. Most of the stalls are closed, but there's a chance you could try to break into something and steal some if you have no other options. Since there's a bunch
I
of
will go
riot.
ahead and do that.
Well, what does the group want to do? Unless you're just going to go off by yourself.
We're kind of running low on time. It's like 9:30 right now. No.
Yeah, we just need to act quickly.
All right, so
I don't know, ride with your blood or something.
Ribbon, Tal, any thoughts?
I think let's get what we need and get out of town.
Riven's still shook up from seeing Scurry dead.
You can just go north. I mean, if you're leaving town anyway, you could just travel and see if you can intercept them.
We could do both.
Although you haven't met up with the... well, you have the Blood Hand contact with you, but Sithril doesn't necessarily know what's happened. In fact, he's going to say, I think I'm going to go let the boss know that this was a success and that we have the ring. You said you all were going to leave town? Is that the plan?
Wait, hang on, quick. Riven's gonna ask, quick question. What is it we want to say to the Bloodhound? Because I could just fly to the Darkwater or Maplewood and just borrow a pen there.
Just tell
What is
them
it
to
you
meet us out of town, north of here.
Alright, give me the card, I'll go on faster.
I hand him the card.
And I fly off.
Alright. So it is a little dangerous flying right now because of all the unrest. Do you want to take the chance?
No, because I've got one hit point left and I'm gonna die if I do it.
You just, well, you know, I mean, you haven't seen any, but you wouldn't be surprised if there are Blackwater's mercenaries around town. I guess you wouldn't know for sure there's danger, so never mind. Do you want to just fly over there?
Yep, I'm gonna fly straight for the Maplewood because it's the one I know.
Okay. You would hear what sounds like fighting going on at the Blackwater estate right now.
I'm gonna fly like high. I'm not just gonna like be low. I'm gonna be high. I'm not like. I'm like, yeah.
All right. So Ribbon, you are heading for the Maplewood.
Yep.
To borrow a quill and ink. Is that the plan?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, the agent of Sithril says she's going to go, or the agent of the Blood Hand say, I'm going to go let Sithril know what happened. Where should we meet you? Because we're probably going to be leaving town soon as well.
Somewhere between here and the caves, I would assume.
The caves.
We will find each other. where the what's it called? Iron Tide camp.
Well, he doesn't know that, but he says, all right, I'll let Cithril know that somewhere, is that north of the town?
Yeah.
All right. I'll go let her know, and he takes off. So what is the group going to do? Everyone but Riven, what are the rest of you going to do?
I have no idea what's going on in town.
So
Yeah.
you'd see there is some rioting going on. It looks like things may have gotten out of control because there are people kind of stealing from the town square. Like some of the carts are being knocked over and people are stealing from them. A bit of lawlessness. You hear lots of yelling and possibly fighting coming from the Blackwater estate. And you would see some fires have been set around town. There are a couple of houses on fire.
Can I stop a random citizen and ask him what's going on?
Yeah, you want to try to run up to someone who's running around?
Yeah.
I'll follow him in case they need some persuasion.
So you run up to one of the people, and he would recognize you actually and say, the heroes. What's going on? The town is in an uproar. There's fighting at the Blackwater estate. There's been attacks by the vile Blood Hand. There's riots going on. Everything is in chaos. People are just hiding and trying to stay low.
Why are there riots here? Like,
He
isn't the guard? Where's the guard?
He says, I don't know. The guards were patrolling, but I think something happened. They might be trying to assist Blackwater right now, because there's a big battle going on at the Blackwater estate. There's been fighting.
Who's fighting whom there?
Blackwater's people and the Blood Hand are engaged in battle.
Okay. I mean, I'm in no condition to do anything about it. Can I get, I don't know, hide somewhere at least a bit, so no one was gonna find me?
You're telling him to hide, or you're gonna hide?
I'm gonna hide somewhere, like behind a house or something.
All right. So he's just gonna run off because he was kind of on his way home. If you're not going with him. But you, what about the rest of the party? You kind of see Tal limp over behind a house and sit down.
But aren't we supposed to go stop Iron Tide? Like, are we like?
Yeah, we're waiting for Riven to get back with.
Where
paper
did
and ink.
we? Okay. Did we agree where she meets us? Or he? Sorry.
Between the caves and here, right?
What? That's where Cithra meets us, I thought.
Yeah, Riven, I think, was going to come right back to you over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just wanna, take over the senses of my familiar owl and fly over to the Blackwater estate to take a look.
All right.
Let's look at the positive side. If Iron Tide comes here, at least it would stop fight between Blackwater and Bloodhand.
Like the Bloodhand can just leave now. We have what we want.
Do they know that?
Well, that's what
okay.
the guy was.
Okay. Maybe this will stop them. So
Yeah. So if you use your owl, you would see that there is chaos at the Blackwater estate. Looks like the Blood Hands are fighting with a bunch of the guards, and the Blackwater estate has a bunch of parts of it that are on fire, which are being put out. Looks like there's just a massive free-for-all going on there between the guards, the Blood Hand, and Blackwater's people.
So the guard isn't clearly on Blackwater's side.
No, you think the guards are on Blackwater's side because they're attacking the Blood Hand. So obviously Maldonus's deception didn't hold, because it looks like either the mayor ordered the guards to assist Blackwater or someone else did, because it looks like
Assuming the mayor.
Yeah, because it looks like the guards are helping Blackwater's people. And Blackwater, is having a issue with his estate, obviously being partially on fire.
Yeah. Nothing we can do about that now.
All right,
I think we need.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
we need to leave. No,
Uh,
no, let's wait for Riven and leave.
So Riven, you flew over to the Maplewood. What are you gonna do there?
Flying is the barkeep there.
So the door is currently locked. If you flew up to the front door, one of the guys up on the second floor, the window's open. He yells, "The inn's closed. Go away!"
Right, I'm flying in through the window.
He aims a crossbow at you.
Okay, maybe not. I just need a pen. I just need a quill and ink.
What does this look like? A secondhand store? Get out of here. Give me a persuasion check.
I say that.
Yeah, so this looks like some kind of mercenary, maybe one of the bouncers at the Maplewood. He just says, "We're not giving out pen and paper. What's wrong with you? Get out of here. There's a freaking riot going on."
Yes, and I'm trying to stop the riot right now. So give me the quill and ink, and I'll be gone, and you can go back to hiding in a hovel.
He says, "If you don't get the hell out of here, I'm going to shoot you between the eyes." And he aims the crossbow at you.
I have been shot, fired on, stabbed, I have been enslaved, and right now I'm trying to save a city from burning to the fucking ground. So you are going to get me a quill and ink, or by God, I swear to God, I'm going to kill you myself.
Give me a intimidation check.
Okay. Ooh, no.
He's going to fire his crossbow at you.
Yeah, well, if he hits, I'm dead.
12 versus AC.
My AC is 12.
Do you have something you can do?
Nope, because I've used all my spell slots.
Alright, so Riven, you are shot.
And down, I'm unconscious.
Yeah, you are down and unconscious.
And no one.
Yeah, there's no one really around to help you. Let's talk in the other room real quick.
Okay.
In secondary voice.
Yeah.
Alright, so I don't know. At this point, we kind of have a choice. Riven might get killed here. I could try to figure out a way to, I guess, save him. He would be out for a while, though. Or would you prefer to bring in a new character?
Honestly, it just go with whatever would actually. I don't say go. I don't. Just go with whatever would happen. Like, I'm not bothered either way. If Riven dies, he dies. I did something stupid. The only way I can think around it is if you wanted to have Riven having connected with Tal telepathically, unless it's been over.
So
anyway.
there are people hiding around the inn right now. There's a chance, one of them tries to pull you away because you are a hero of Chaur. So one of the people might be like, "Oh my God, they just saw you get shot," and come over and try to help you, like plead with the mercenary not to shoot you again or not to shoot them. But otherwise, like, this could just be where Riven gets killed, like trying to go to the inn to get a piece of paper.
Yeah.
Do you have a preference?
I'm not bothered. Like, it's entirely up to you. Like, if you kind of I don't need to put this. The only way I can think of to do it is, how with Game of Thrones, if someone does something stupid, they die.
Yeah.
Like, I'm okay with that because it was stupid.
Do you have another character you want to bring in?
I can do oh god, I've got like a moon druid, but I wasn't sure about the race, either Asma or Seta. But it kind of just depends how their racial traits carry over into the wild shape.
The only thing is, I would have to figure out, those races are harder because I just would have to figure out why. Druid is easy. Like, if you were one of the I don't want to say normal races, but one of the common races to this area, you could be like someone who is around the town and might be trying to help the people, or
it would work because the character Howard kind of got it going was he was he was a kind of a far traveler anyway, but like he could be just traveling by even as one of them and just be like, oh, what's going on, and help.
So like he was just.
But like what you said about the druid just being there, it's just it would fit with the whole thing because he'd be traveling. There's a
All
bit
right.
why he's traveling, but I'm not gonna. Don't have to get all into all that now.
All right. I will. All right. So maybe I'll say that your character got killed.
Mhm.
Maybe the people saw it happen, but your new character was nearby, and he was like, "Oh dear, what just happened?" Because like you would have been surprised there was a fairy there, being a
Yeah.
fey creature yourself, and they would have told you about the fey, which would have like talked about the heroes of Chaur, and you might think, "Oh, maybe I can find them and figure out what's going on."
Yeah.
So maybe you'd go looking. I mean, you saw the fairy flying in from the north, so maybe you just started moving in that direction, hoping that you'd see them.
Yeah.
And you would pop into the story at a new time.
Yeah.
All right. So we want to do that. Is that the plan?
Which one would the racial traits from the Sata carry over with like that advantage on spells thing in the world shape, or no?
I would have to look into that. I think traits. I mean, I think it says in wild shape what traits carry over, but I would have to double check.
Okay. So I'm just trying to think which one would I go because once I pick, which would I rather? No,
Yeah.
I'll do the Asthma Moon Druid. I'll still do Moon Druid, but I'll do Asthma just because, yeah,
Okay.
and
So
because they
you-
look human.
Yeah, you'd probably be hiding your heritage, so you could say you're just moving around with these people
Yeah.
trying to help. Are you
Yeah.
good? Are you a good druid?
Kind of neutral.
Okay, so you could be helping them for whatever
Yeah.
reasons. Maybe you
Yeah.
just want to keep balance in the area. I don't know. I'll leave it up to you. But is that the story
Yeah.
we're going with?
Yeah. Because kind of the bigger thing is he's got two siblings. One of them is basically a mass murdering serial killer who's a druid, and the other one's trying to stop that one. But it kind of would work because he's kind of running from them both. But yeah.
All right, so we have our plan. I'll bring
Yeah.
you in at an appropriate time.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So
you should really do that through Character Mancer.
it's been a while, and your ally has not returned.
Ah, god damn it.
I'll
I'll go
say,
check up on her.
I'll say it's
Yeah.
been like half an hour, which it should not be taking
That's-
this long.
Oh, I would go after 10 minutes probably.
Okay, so we'll say 10 minutes pass and no word. So
Let's go check up on her.
you're all heading down there?
Yeah.
Or him?
Yes. Yes.
Also, how bad is the marketplace looking? Like, is there still a bunch of looting going on?
Yes. Well, I wouldn't say a bunch. There's a couple of. It looks like there's just a couple of like thugs running around, like breaking stuff. A couple of like no good doers, toughs, street toughs.
While we are passing through, do I see any place where ink and paper might be?
Give me a perception check. So you are, and I'll say you all know. What's his name? You all know of the old man.
Doru?
Doru. Yeah. So Doru's stall is up here. It's locked up, but you know for a fact he has ink and paper because he sells it.
Are there thugs nearby?
No, it doesn't seem like it's a. It just seems like a couple of people like causing mischief, kind of in the southern part of the market. There's a couple of booths that are on fire. Like it looks like there's just kind of vandalism and looting, but it only seems like a small group doing it.
Okay, shall we? I think we need to go after Riven. We don't have time to look for.
But yeah, you would know that Doru's stall does have ink in it. You just have to break into it.
Do we have? Well, is he inside? Maybe he's just hiding inside. Maybe we can just knock.
If you go, I mean, you're walking past. You go over and knock, but there's no answer.
Okay, I don't know. I think we
I
need
go
to.
ahead and stomp down the door handle, try to break in.
All right, give me a strength check.
Okay.
So as you knock and say, "No one's here," runner kind of walks over and just smashes the door. No strength, not stealth.
Oh, my bad.
So if you just click on your strength score on the sheet, it should roll it. Like you should be able to mouse over strength and click on it.
Not on the. Yes, this one.
All right, so you hit the door with your shoulder, but it's pretty sturdy. It does not budge.
Come on, do it. I'll give you inspiration.
Okay.
You get bardic inspiration. All right. So you you kind of coax her on. If you want to make another attempt, it would be d20 plus what, d8?
Yep.
Yeah. So you just roll strength and then add a d8 to it. All right, d8. You once again slam your shoulder into the door, but it's not budging.
He must have barricaded.
Any glass or anything like that around his stall or no?
Probably not. There's not much looting that's happened in this part of the market, so it's not that broken up. There's just some like rocks and dirt.
Well, guess we just have to walk up in person and tell them. Let's get driven.
Alright.
All right, so you continue south through the marketplace, avoiding the looting, right?
Yes.
I am not really avoiding them. If we can get within 30 feet of them or something, I would do something, but I will not go out of my way to find them.
No, you wouldn't go near them unless you wanted to make an attempt to go over there. So you make your way down to the Maplewood. It looks like it's locked up pretty tight. You don't see Riven there. You see a bunch of people talking to each other when you are approached by someone. What would this person look like? Riven.
Oh, sorry. So this one's going to be very handsome, with dark hair, it's a bit wavy, and he's got like gold freckles along just his cheeks, and dressed like casual.
And there's a couple of people with him. One of them says, you're the heroes of Chaur, yes?
Yes, we're looking for our elf friend. Have you seen him around here?
Yes, he flew up to the Maplewood and yelled at them, and they shot him. They shot him dead.
What?
What?
Oh.
Yeah, he was threatening the guy at the door, and the guy just unloaded with a crossbow and killed him. I'm sorry.
Where is he?
I don't know. Whoever it was dragged his body inside, and he points to this tall guy, and he says, "We saw it all. We were. What's your guy's name?"
Quinton, but Quinn.
Quint here. He's been helping everyone around the city. He's. You said you're a what?
Druid. I'm a druid.
He's a druid who lives around here. But yes, your friend was dragged inside after they killed him. I'm sorry, but I don't think he's alive anymore.
Those fuckers. Poor Riven. I always thought that persuasion is better than intimidation.
The guy nods. He says, "I'm sorry. We couldn't really help. He was already weak, and then they just My apologies, heroes. I wish we could we could have done something."
Luckily for them, we don't have time, but I suggest we deal with Iron Tide problem and then we go fuck them up.
Okay.
For Riven.
I agree.
Damn it. Okay.
All right, Quint, are you gonna say anything?
No, Quinn's just gonna stand there and just listen to them because they've just lost a friend and he's not entirely sure he can say anything that would reassure them. He'll just tag along if they go anywhere, just like to see if he can be helpful.
Alright,
Do you have paper and quilt by chance? Like Quint
Ah.
or
Quinn, it's QUI. Hang on, I've got to keep trying to get the voice. No, I don't have. Why would I? I live in a forest. Why would I need it?
I don't know, just checking.
No, I don't have pen or ink. Coloring.
Okay. Let's meet them.
You can
Let's
try
meet the Iron Tide in
copy.
person and stop them.
Yeah.
did you say something, Ronner?
Do you have charcoal?
We could burn something.
Never mind.
I could.
Alright, so the three of you are going to head north to try to intercept the Iron Tide.
Yeah, let's try that.
It looks like Quint is following you.
Quint, don't be shy. Come to us. We've
Not
lost a
being
lot
shy,
of.
I'm not being shy. You've just lost someone. The last thing I want to do is like insert myself somewhere when you're grieving and you're going through a process.
We will be grieving on our next rest. Right now we have a job.
Alright,
Very economical. Very good. Prioritize.
so Quint and the group are heading north through town. Give me a d20 roll and see if anything happens.
I'm gonna have to redo all this out.
Okay, d100 roll. What's the highest passive perception in the group?
I have 17.
Alright, but you have disadvantage right now, right?
Yeah, so 12 probably.
Alright. Anyone have higher than a 12?
Or perception.
I have
Let me
six.
see.
I have 6, if it helps.
16? 6 or 16?
You're
No,
also at disadvantage.
No, that's why I'm saying I have 6.
Oh,
Because I have 11, and I'm at
I
disadvantage.
see. What about, I guess what about the new person, Quinn?
I don't know because I've got to create the whole thing on Roll20 at the minute because I haven't got it
Oh,
set up that way.
alright. Well,
What's your wisdom?
yeah, I would
like
assume, as a druid, you have a fairly high wisdom, but I don't know for sure.
Anyway,
Obviously.
I've got one set up on Beyond 20, so give me a sec.
Okay.
Do you have proficiency in perception or not? If you have, you should have quite a decent.
I don't know. I'm not.
Okay.
Alright,
I
we'll
can't
let
remember
him.
off my head.
We'll let him figure that out. So
Mine's
would-
11.
You would notice it looks like a large group as you're moving north here. A large group of mercenaries comes into the marketplace and they start. They kind of separate. You don't think they've noticed you because it's dark out and you're kind of to the north more, but they start separating. It looks like they're searching. There's a collection of guards and other people you don't recognize. Maybe they're here to reestablish order.
Backwater's mercenary, we should hurry.
Okay, so you're gonna hurry north.
Yeah.
You get to the gate, or you get close to the gate, and you would notice there are some guards over there. Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you just running towards the gate?
I think they should let us through.
Yeah. Let's just walk up and see what they
Just
do.
walk up.
Alright, so you walk up, you do recognize some of them. As they see you, they would pull out their spears and they would say, "You all, you're under arrest. We're bringing you to the barracks to be questioned."
Oh, sorry, guys. This is a huge misunderstanding. We have a very important thing to deal with. Something that concerns the security and the safety of this whole town. We have to go deal with this, and when we come back, and then we will deal with all the legal issues.
He
Okay.
says, "Well, the supposed heroes of Chaur have been identified as enemies of Chaur by Blackwater and his people. We've been
This is a
told,
huge misunderstanding, guys. Guys, look at us. Look at us. We worked together.
give me
You know us.
Well, give me a persuasion check. Unfortunately, you are exhausted, so that would be a
Yeah.
disadvantage. 13. Is anyone else saying anything?
I can chime in that look at us. We're rugged. We're tired. We're not gonna harm anyone.
Quinn's holding back, by the way, so it doesn't look like he's entirely with them, just in case it all goes very badly.
Yeah, they actually would recognize Quinn as being someone who's helping out during the chaos. So they're kind of assuming you're not with the group, but they're keeping an eye on you. So they look at Ronner. They say, "We don't recognize you as being one of the heroes. Are you with them?"
Yes.
They would say, "Then you should come with us for questioning as well." He says, "If this is a simple matter, we can get it all sorted at the barracks."
We don't
we're
have
running low.
time. We
We
are
don't have
running out of
time.
time. There is an army which is coming our way, and we
Says,
have
"Yeah,
to
yeah,
go and
armies
stop
and dragons. We know what your group's tactic is. Tell the town a bunch of lies and have them get into chaos." Says, "Just like the fairy said there was a dragon, now there's an army. We're not buying it."
I don't actually. They're telling the truth about the army. That is coming quickly. I don't think just want to wait around and see what happens when
The
It's
fairy
pe-
that cried wolf. I
Yeah.
suppose. So.
Yeah, I mean, he's not wrong. Riven,
I'm just laughing at it back here.
Riven's laughing from his grave. All right, Ronner, give me a persuasion check.
persuasion. Okay.
Oh. So they seem a little concerned. They say, "This army. Army of what? What army? What are you talking about?"
Well, I can't exactly say what army, but I can confirm that they are coming towards this town.
It's the
Um,
Iron Tide.
Arentide.
Iron Tide. The ones that you all were supposed to have taken care of, they say, annoyed. So
The
now
one we are still taking care of. The one we're going out to stop right now.
he looks at you. He says, "You all are beat to hell. How are you going to stop an army?" And give me a persuasion check. That's Tal, because he was saying that. You are disadvantaged, but it's still a 17. He says, "How are you going to stop an army? You're all wounded and barely alive."
Diplomacy. Just let us through and everything will work out.
One of them says, "If we let them through, it's going to be our asses that we let them escape."
Guys,
Give
look
me-
at us. Look at our condition. We will not go far.
Give me I guess one more persuasion check from any of you.
I'll do it.
Yeah, someone who's not at disadvantage.
Not at disadvantage, okay.
Well, plus 10 is better.
Damn it.
Oh my god.
No! Alright. He
Okay.
says,
I've had enough. I'm gonna use my channel divinity and say, drop your weapons and let us through. They have to make a wisdom save.
okay, yeah, they each get a wisdom save. What's the DC on that?
15.
So that would only last for one turn, but that would give you a start. Alright, so there are 4 of them. DC, what did you say?
15.
Alright, so that would actually work, and they throw their weapons down and say, "Alright, go ahead."
Let's run.
Let's go.
So you start running. As you begin, is anyone slowed or moving like at half speed or anything?
I have 2 levels of exhaustion.
Alright, so you're kind of limping. About 6 seconds later, as you're kind of running out of town, one of them says, Hey, wait! And they start running after you a little bit. Unfortunately, the group is slowed because of Tal. Give me athletics checks to see if you can outrun them in the initial attempt.
Oh no, I have 1.
Oh, you're at disadvantage, right?
Yep.
Alright, so unfortunately, they are going to catch up to you, and they are probably going to attack you.
Yeah, they probably will.
I
I'm not blaming them. I
I-
would attack ourselves as well.
Yeah. I was not ready for this, so give me one moment to improvise a map.
Guys, what you've gotten yourself into?
It's that bad. I died.
It's a bad day for the heroes of Chaur. Alright, so you are running north away from them when they would catch up to you in this field here. We have Tal, Scurry, or no, not Scurry, Tal, Nalo, and Ronar. And 4 guards. Give me initiative rolls.
Is Quill with us?
Who?
The-
Oh right,
Hey.
Quill. Do I have a token for you yet?
Not yet. I'm just about to swap the pictures. Just about to. Sorry.
Oh, we're using Riven's old sheet.
Yeah, I just kind of like basically wiped it and then redone a new one. That
Oh,
way.
okay. Sure. If you swap the pictures, I can put the new one on.
I will. Okay.
I don't know. Are you going to attack them? I could have you sit out in the
yeah.
battle.
Are they?
I'm gonna kind of watch from the side, like
Oh, yeah,
to see how
they're-
bad it goes. If it gets bad, then get involved.
All right. So why don't the 3 of you roll initiative for now, and we'll start with that. Alright, so the first act, this guard comes running up. He says, "Halt!" And he is going to take a stab at you with his spear. Attacks you 18 versus AC.
Yep.
Alright, so you get stabbed for 4. Not a very good hit, but it does strike you. This guy as well is going to stab you. He says, "Stop running!" 12 versus AC.
Nope.
Alright, so you dodge that guy. Tal, you can try to keep running, but at this point it's going to be rough to outrun them.
I really don't want to hurt you guys. And I'm gonna step up. I can't do non-lethal with cantrips, like even if some.
No, you have to use a melee attack to do non-lethal. You can get them low and then like try to punch them to knock them out, but yeah, if you do a killing blow with a cantrip, it it does kill them.
I mean, I'm kind of afraid I'm gonna one-shot them. Or can I like take a guess on how durable they are? Is there a
well,
chance of one-shotting them?
There's a chance, yeah. I mean, magic is dangerous. You could just try to like grapple with them and hope someone else knocks them out, or you could try to surrender. I don't know. It's up to all of you.
On a melee attack.
All right, so you pull out your mace and swing. He would dodge though, jumping back. Anything else?
No, don't have anything.
Alright, this guy is going to go for you, Ronar. 15 versus AC, I believe, would miss you as you block. Do you have a shield?
Yes.
Oh, so you, if you have a shield, I don't think you can use a glaive. Do you have a secondary weapon?
I have a javelin.
Okay, so do you have your shield out right now, or are you just using your glaive?
Using my glaive.
Okay. So actually, at this point, you have no weapon out because you were running. But that's it for him. Nalo, what are you going to do?
I'll try to move through them, or like this. I think I can do this as a halfling.
Okay. So that's 15 feet of movement.
And I'll let them to a couple
Well,
of copies.
So if you move through them and they're an enemy, you do. What ability are you using? Do you have it?
It's
Because I. Interesting. Yeah, I guess that would be enemies, because, yeah, usually you can do that anyway with allies. Okay, sure. So you give them oppies, they are going to swing at you using their reactions. 14 and 12.
No, neither.
Alright, so you dodge both. Okay.
And then I come here and I say, guys, I didn't want to do that. 15-foot cube originating from me. How does it, is it 15 radius, or how does it?
What's the spell you're doing? Let's see. So basically, you just put a 15-foot cube next to you somewhere.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, so yeah, it's just a 15-foot area of effect that's next to you. So you can hit 2 of them, any 2 you want.
Okay, I got it. I just thought a little bit. I thought it is bigger. Let me tick down this one and 15 feet cube to be. So yeah, those two.
So like those 2.
I'll get those two.
Alright, so go ahead and roll damage. And they have to make con saves. Alright, so one of them made it, one of them failed it. So one of them takes 6 and is badly wounded, as there's a loud boom. Be this guy. The other one takes 3 and is not looking so wounded. He yells, "Oh, that one's got magic! Bring him down!" Anything else now, Lo?
And I will cast, not cast, I will give Bardic Inspiration to Ronar.
Okay. The guard goes. He is going to come at Nalo, giving Ronar an oppie if she wants to take it.
Yes.
You don't have your weapon out yet, but you can try to punch him.
I'll punch him.
All right. So give me an attack roll.
Attack roll. And where would that one be?
It's it's just a D20 plus your strength modifier, plus your proficiency. So you might not have a button for an unarmed attack.
So D20 plus 2.
Plus 3? Yeah, that would strike him. He's not very well armored right now. Go ahead and give... So you are punching, so that would be 3 points of damage. He's trying to get away, and you give him a nasty welt to the back of the head, and now he is wounded as well. Oh. He's going to continue moving over here and take a stab at Nalo. Huh. Nalo, you are stabbed for 6 piercing with a nasty hit. Oh. Ronar, it's your turn.
Can I take this time to equip my glaive?
Yeah, so as a item interaction, you pull out your glaive, so go ahead and mark yourself that you have a weapon out.
And that would be...
And Tal, you probably don't have your shield out right now, because I don't think you'd be running with a shield in your hand. Well,
I think I would.
you
I would. Yeah.
Alright, sure, we can say you have it. So yeah, it's if you go to the token markers, there's like if you click on your token, there's like a lens button.
Yes.
It is, I want to say, 4 or 5 rows down. You mouse over the 3 swords and press 2. It's that mark. But you equip it. So you still have your action and your move and your bonus action.
Okay. I would attack the soldier right here next to me.
Okay. So you swing your glaive at him. 16 would strike. 5. Now, do you want to make that a lethal blow, or do you want to just knock him out?
Knock him out.
Alright, so you kind of catch him off guard, spinning your glaive around using the blunt end, and right in the face, he goes down. He is unconscious. You still have a second attack.
I will move right here.
Okay, and attacking that one.
Yes.
Alright, go ahead and give me an attack roll. Oh, no, 9 is not enough, and he would block the attack.
Can she use inspiration?
Well, do you want to use your inspiration?
Bardic
Yeah.
inspiration, I mean.
Alright, roll a
Yeah.
d8. 13 would actually be just enough.
Okay.
So give
And
me,
I'll try to knock him out.
well, give me a damage roll. We'll see if that's an option. Oh no, 3 damage is not enough. So he is very wounded, but he is still up. Anything else?
No.
All right. I assume you're not. Yeah, you probably wouldn't smite because that would go against knocking him out. The guard goes. He is going to run up at Ronar because she's stabbing at his friends now and say, "Hey!" 15. So you would block the first attack. I think without a shield, your AC is what, 16?
Yes. Yeah.
So that would just miss you. This one runs up and attacks you as well. Stop. Nope, you would dodge that stab as well. Tal.
I'm gonna do normal attack against the one below me.
Alright, 13 would just hit. 7. Ooh, nasty hit. So you smash him pretty hard in the side with the mace. Ugh! And he is wounded. He yells, "Bastard!" Anything else, Tal?
Just let us go, we don't want to hurt you.
Alright, this guard's unconscious. Nalo. Did you move away from him?
No, I'm just, I just had to move it so I can, I could not click the...
Weird.
No, I just, I'm at the very bottom of the screen, so I had to move it so I can click one thing and then move it back.
Alright.
Don't you touch me! I say to this guy, and what would I say? I don't want to kill him, but I don't know. I will say like, don't you touch me, and I will kick him.
Alright, so give me a unarmed attack.
It is strength, right?
Yeah, it's d20 plus strength and proficiency. 12. Well, with proficiency, that would hit. So what's your strength?
-1.
Alright, so you do 0 damage to him. You like smack him. Get off of me. That's it for Nalo. This guy.
I will bonus action a healing word myself.
Okay, so healing word. This guy is going to attack Ronar, trying to bring her down. Spear stab. No. And not good rolls for them, so you would dodge that. Ronar.
I would attempt to knock out the guard in front of me again.
Okay, so you go after him with the glaive. Oh, that is a crit. Alright, so this is probably going to bring him down. 22. So you said you want to do non-lethal?
Non-lethal.
Alright, so you slam the hilt of your weapon right into his nose, breaking it. And he goes down. Second attack.
And the guy right here. Again, knock him out. Let me see my glaive.
You say right here. So if you click and press, you can ping. Are you talking about this guy?
Nice. Yes, right here.
Okay. Go ahead. Give me a glaive attack. Oh no, he would parry it and avoid the hit. Anything else?
Gosh dang. No.
Alright, he goes. He is going to yell, "Damn it, just throw your weapons down! Surrender!" 12, nope, you would block that. The other one is going to turn towards Tal, because you just smacked him with a mace, and he's going to try to stab you. But no, you would block with your shield. Tal.
He's not giving up, so
Oh yeah. So as you block, or as he blocks, or sorry, you block, you kind of swing around. 5 lethal or non-lethal?
not lethal.
Alright. Oh, so he is unconscious. This guy goes, okay, and he throws his weapon down. He says, just get out of here. And he no longer wants to fight. Are you guys going to continue to leave?
I will.
All right.
Yeah. Probably should.
So they're going to retreat at this point unless you want to try to keep fighting them. Alright, so the encounter ends and you continue running north. Making your way north, it's kind of dark out at this point. You're hoping that the army is walking along the road. Is there anything you can do to increase your vision of the area, or are you just going to keep moving and hope you bump into them?
I'm gonna have my familiar scouting the area around.
Okay, so you send him up to keep an eye on things. And actually, in the distance, you would see they're not actually coming along the road. They are about a half mile to the east of the road. You can see them marching through the woods.
Guess we'll make our way towards them.
Alright. So you head towards the Iron Tide on the world map. So you're a little bit northeast of Chaur at this point. As you approach, there are a bunch of people keeping their eyes peeled. They would see the group coming, ready some crossbows, and one of them would yell, "Who's there?" Actually, he is speaking in Common. Whoever this is, even though these are mostly hobgoblins, this particular individual seems to speak Common.
How did we call
Also,
ourselves with the Iron
Wasn't it
Tide?
like
We had a
murder-
different name.
Oh, I can't remember.
I don't know. You had a couple of different names for the group.
I go ahead and just shout back, "It's Renar!"
He like eases up a bit hearing your voice. He says, "Approach."
I'm waving him to come with me.
All right. So the guard or one of the soldiers would nod at you. Everyone's kind of stopped, and you see Orcard approaching the front lines. He would look at the group and he says, "Good work, Ronar. I was hoping you would be able to find them. What is the state of things? Were you successful, or
We
are
got
we?"
the ring. We got the ring, and the Bloodhand is gonna meet us soon with the amulet.
And they, all right. So we have all 3 pieces then. Very well. If that's the case, then I assume you have no need of us to march on Chaur.
Definitely not.
So where are we meeting the Bloodhand?
I told them somewhere between Chaur and your old encampment.
That's a big area.
Yeah, we didn't know ourselves where you were exactly coming from, so we just have to keep an eye out.
He is going to look in his ranks. Ayara, where are you? And hang on a second, familiar drow woman kind of slinks out of the side ranks. She says, "I'm here. I assume I'm going to go find the black or the blood hand." And he says, "Yes, go and find them and bring them to our location." She nods. "Is there anywhere in particular I should be looking in Chaur?"
In Char, they're gonna. I told they should be leaving Char soon on their own.
Alright, well, I'll head in that direction and hopefully I can bump into them. Humans usually aren't too hard to find. And he nods. He says, "We'll be here for several hours. If you can't find them, just head back and contact us." And she nods and makes her way. Orcard would look to the new people, or the new person in the group. I guess the new people, because Mal'Ganis is here. He says, "Who are these? Who are these folks?"
May I
would-
introduce the want to be Lord Blackwater,
He looks.
Mal'Donis?
He kind of looks curiously at Mal'Donis. He says, "Want to be Blackwater?" Mal'Donis says, "Yes, I am." Well, it's a bit complicated. We can talk in a moment, but perhaps you should first speak to the other one. And he kind of looks at Riven, who's still marked as Riven.
Yeah, I'm trying to change it.
What's the character's name?
Quinton.
So he looks over to Quentin and kind of expects you to tell him what your name is.
Oh, hang on, I'll get. God's sake, how do this voice is going on? Oh, hi, Quinton Howard.
Well met, Quentin Howard. Well, we shall wait for the blood hand, and I suppose after that we can head back to the base and figure out our next moves. I'm guessing that Chaur is no longer a place for you or the blood hand to. No longer a place you can function.
Right now, it seems unlikely. Maybe we can mend things into the future.
This is maybe. Alright, so why don't we take a quick 5-minute break for stretch and restroom, and we can continue when I get back. Riven, you can change your name in the cog tab in Roll20, and you can change your picture in the drop down. So if you go to the cog,
drop.
yeah, if you
Which
go
one's
to
the car? Oh, that one.
yeah, the
Okay.
top
Okay.
top right, you can set up your name and all your preferences. But I'll be right back. 5-minute break.
No worries. Oh, that was interesting. I didn't write down what I did.
I'm back.
Hello. Well, that was interesting, dying.
You want to die?
No, I wanted to die, but to be honest, it was how he would be.
Oh god damn it.
It was unique.
I do hope we were able to get back to the Maplewood and at least get Raven. I don't even think we buried up the people. And the guy who helped you guys in Scary kind of just left out in the open.
Honest. I'm shocked that I even actually managed to live that long, to be honest.
I was surprised you threatened that guy with 1 hit point left.
I was playing Riveners.
It was a very Riven thing to do, but still. You don't tell me what to do, I'll kill you! Oh god!
Yeah, very much.
At least he went out doing what he loved. Screaming at people.
Threatening people.
Threatening
Threatening people.
Yeah.
There's a reason he got nicknamed the Murder Fairy.
Yep.
Oh, the Loot Fairy.
Yeah, that was one of them. Later on, I got nicknamed the Murder Fairy. Oh my god, I just remembered. I threatened Lyra telepathically, didn't I? Oh god.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I love that video. No one knew what I was doing. And then everyone just like, oh my god, that was so fucking sick. I just like, yeah. Oh well. He's dead.
Just mentally gaslighting poor Lyra.
Gaslight.
Oh.
Girl boss.
Alright. Is everyone back?
Now I've got wild. Now I've got wild sheep to keep track of. That'll be fun.
The story is taking a bit of a turn.
Half the first cast are dead.
I cannot imagine this is the same story we are playing.
Like all of the first cast is dead. Oh yeah, okay. Then Nello left and
Well, Nalo is technically still with you. Story-wise, though, a lot of the original people got
Scurry's-
killed.
Scurry's dead. Oh my god, we gotta go tell Mia. Oh fudge.
Mia's missing. You don't know what happened to her.
She's with the bears, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's south with the bears somewhere.
Oh god. And I don't even know to go tell her because I don't know.
Yeah,
this will be fun.
things got a bit chaotic. But alright, is everyone back?
Yep. Yes, I am.
Yep.
It seems like in computer game when you accidentally aggroed a random guard, and now everyone aggroed.
The town is mad at you. Are you here, Tal?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Iara would head off to the south while the army sort of waits, making sure the third piece is secured. Is anyone doing anything while you wait? Or you just want me to pass time?
What's everyone's health at?
I'll
I'm
try
good.
to take a short rest.
Okay.
Does anyone look obviously wounded?
Yeah.
Tal? Yeah,
Yeah.
let's attempt a short rest. So, give me a d20 roll. Very low threat of danger with a whole army guarding you, but give me a roll anyway. Yeah. So an hour would pass. Go ahead and spend a short rest if you want to take one. And you get one short rest per proficiency modifier per day. So right now everyone has 3 short rests a day. So if you want to spend one, you could spend one, and then you can roll hit dice and regain anything you would get from a short rest. Did Ronar take damage?
Mm.
I thought she was still at full.
Dodging and weaving.
Well, you spent the hit dice. Did you take damage, or?
No, I was rolling for the short rest.
Oh, well, so you don't want to spend hit die unless you actually take damage, because you only have so many of those per day. So you can, if you don't need to spend hit die, then you should probably just save them, because you have 5 at this level, but you only get 2 back every long rest. So
There is a thing that in the macro, when you press short rest, it asks you how many hit dice you want to roll, and you cannot
Yeah.
roll 0. You cannot roll 0.
Yeah.
So at
In
this
the
point,
macro, you can do that.
at least so far, Ronar hasn't taken a hit, so she probably wouldn't need to try to heal. She would just be.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do paladins get anything from a short rest? I think they get.
No.
Do they get
Not
the
really,
channel divinity?
Let me look.
I think they might get their channel divinities back on a short rest.
No, that's on a long rest.
Yeah, it's a long
I think,
rest.
I think
Unless
short,
you're like level 17 or something.
Is that a
I think
cleric
short-
that gets those back?
short rest is famously useless for paladins.
Okay, so yeah, you probably couldn't benefit much, but the rest of you do some healing because you were a bit wounded. After about an hour and a half, you would see Iara approaching with Sithril and her people. She says, well, that certainly went to shit quickly. I'm
Not
glad.
a surprise. Not a surprise, Blackwater managed to convince the mayor again.
She sighs. She says, yeah, I had to improvise a bit. We started some civil unrest around town because we had to keep the guards off of us. So that's why there was rioting. She says, it worked. It gave us the window we needed to fall back. I did lose some people, though, fighting the guards and Blackwater's men. How are you all doing?
Not very well.
Orcard says, we have the 3 items. That is what matters. We should head back to the camp and plot our next moves. Sithril nods. She says, I found someone who said she knew your group. Or wait, no, never mind. She says, I let Lyra and the other prisoner go. I figured that's what you all would have wanted. She wasn't of much use to us. The guards will find her tied up near the marketplace. I couldn't untie her hands. I didn't want to risk her casting spells, but she's alive. I thought that would make you feel better, Tal. I honored our agreement, even though I think it was a mistake. Arkard says, well, if everything is ready, we should head north before Blackwater figures out what happened and comes looking for us. Sithra nods. She says he had his people scouring the town looking for all of you. I think he knows you got the ring. Alira would say, well, he doesn't know for certain, but I think he will assume. And she would, did she hand the ring over to you all? I think she still has it. At this point, she would hand it over to you, Tal.
Yeah.
Alright, so, go ahead.
No, I was just saying, good job. Are you gonna stick with us, or what is your plan?
Well, they were looking for me, so I can't really go back to Chaur. Where are you all headed exactly?
Guess the ruins of Issyk.
She says, sure, I'm game. Why not? Wait, ruins of Issyk? You mean the undead city Issyk? Orkard nods. He says, well, first we're going to head back to to our base in the plains and discuss our next moves, but most likely that is where we're going after that. She seems a little bit uneasy when you say that. She says, is that a good idea? What's in Issyk?
Yeah, no, I'm with her because going to a city full of undead sounds very bad.
Well, there's a treasure there we need to reclaim. That was the whole point of getting this ring. That your people...
So you want to walk an army of living beings into a city full of dead, and
How
you
else?
think that's a good idea?
How else do you get glory and a good story?
Orkard looks at the group. He looks at Quentin. He says, why do all your allies yell so much?
Because you have stupid ideas,
He says, well,
and we need to get them.
No one's making you follow us, friend. You've helped my allies, so I'll let you go if you want to go.
I'm not going to allow people to walk off to their death when it is a stupid idea.
He kind of give me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh God, I'm bad at this. Oh no, I'm not. No.
I was like, why are
I'm
you yelling
bad
at
at
the
this.
warlord? He gives you a very angry look, and he says, I don't think I appreciate your tone, friend. I already said I would let you leave if you want to leave. Do you not see the fucking army behind me? You better stop yelling at me. And he puts his hand
Let
on
me
his
leave.
sword.
This isn't you letting me do anything, love. Like, I will leave if I want to leave. I'm just saying it's a stupid idea. Be more clever. Do research. Find ways to beat undead. Get clerics.
Hello.
He narrows his eyes a bit, and he says,
That is one. That is one. One against an entire city of dead. Get more.
He says, if you yell at me again, I'm taking your head. And I was just saying, we're going to my base to plot our next move.
And then you're going to the city of undead. It is a silly idea.
I'm gonna go ahead and go up to Quentin and cover his mouth and just kind of drag him away.
Alright, so, and he says, Jesus Christ. By the gods, let's just get back to the base. And yes, I did plan on doing some research. That's why we're going back to the base first. He's going to let the whole...
Maybe start with that next
Who let
time.
him speak again?
Cover his mouth again. Cover his mouth again.
Alright, so they begin marching back towards the Bloodhand base, which is going to be a 3-day journey to this area here. You're probably fine with an army. It's unlikely any random threat is going to cost you. So if you just want to spend the 3 days of food, I can fast forward. I assume everyone has food, right?
Rations,
We have,
yeah.
a bunch of bully meat in the bag.
Oh,
that I
that probably went
that I
bad
continuously cast Purify.
Alright, fine. Sure, you could spend some of your boule meat that you keep purifying.
Like, who wants some?
Who wants some old boule meat that I keep
Go on.
nodding.
If it is,
I'm,
if it
I'm,
is,
I'm, I'm open to new experiences. I would
Go
take
on.
some bullying.
I will
I
give it a
mean,
go if you have purified it. I am not up against sharing food.
I'll
Does,
go ask the generations.
does anyone have any experience in like cooking utensils or tools? All right, so it definitely does not taste good if you are just cooking it without knowledge, but it will, it'll keep you from starving. How many days worth of boule meat do you have?
I have to look that up, and that was sent that to me. 1 second. Oh, where is it? Wait, I have 16 pounds of wyvern meat. And where's the boule meat?
All right, so
Okay,
that's probably about 16 days worth.
yeah.
Why are you guys keeping a bunch of weird meats in your...
I don't know, we started doing that because we ran out of rations.
I mean, it's not a bad idea to just buy a bunch of rations. Anyway, fine. So you have 16 days. Are you eating the wyvern meat or the boule meat?
And let's say we eat the wyvern meat.
So how many pounds of boule meat do you have?
16.
Okay.
Gourmet rations.
So 3 days. So that would be 4 of you. So that's 12 days worth or 12 pounds worth of food that you eat. So go ahead and subtract it, and you would take the 3-day march. So 3 days pass.
Oh, 70 rations are in the bag of holding.
Yeah, you got that too. You guys really, you ran out of food that one time and you like went overboard. Now you're just saving all this meat. All right. Well, you ate, you can just minus the meat if you want. You can say you ate that. It is now the 21st. I'll say the 22nd of autumn because it was nighttime when you left. 22nd of autumn at 7 a.m. And actually, let me check something. Yes, the group would level up. You are level 6.
So I want to spend like some time identifying everything we found and the ring that Elira gave me.
Yeah, that's fine. So yeah, your experiences as of late have paid off, and you are all level 6. Let me make sure that I'm sharing my compendium so you can level up. You would actually level up the first night during traveling because you had reached the milestone you needed. But yeah, let me make sure my compendium is turned on for this group. Compendium is, yes, it's on. Okay, so you should have all my books to level up. Do you all know how to level up?
And whatchamacallit?
So in the Charactermancer, there's that
Yeah,
button
that
that lets you level up. Yeah, so you'd level up to 6. So
I think
Orcard,
Ronar, I think what you've said, you probably would want to just generate the character again and then level up, because I think what she did is like she did not level up. She just generated first level character and then changed a couple of things, at least from what I've heard.
Yeah, so you probably want to set it back to level 1 and just use the Charactermancer to level up, because that'll make
Yes.
sure it correctly levels all your stuff and gives you everything
It
you
will
need.
it will give you
So
a region, your special powers, and all of that.
Yeah.
okay, start all over again. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Launch level 1.
Yeah, so just
Okay.
use launch it back to level 1, then just use the level up button to get back to 6. And make sure you choose everything as you go, because if you don't choose something, it will skip it. It's not the best
Okay.
level up, but the nice thing about it is it does generate all your macros and everything. So that makes all that easier. So as you're walking, Tal, Orcard would approach you, and he says, "These new people, are you sure they're trustworthy?"
Most of them, yes. I'm not sure about the druid. He just randomly started following us.
Yes, he seems a bit mouthy. I've actually heard a bit about him from some of my spies. They say he lives around Chaur, though I don't know much of what he does there. Still, a druid does have many useful abilities that could come in handy in the City of the Undead.
He also doesn't seem too keen of going there. So
Well, if he doesn't
maybe
want
we
to
should
go,
discuss this
yes, if he doesn't want to go,
after he decides.
he doesn't have to go. I think it's dangerous to leave him alive if he doesn't go, because he might tell Blackwater where we went and that we have the pieces. But of course, I'll
Well, he
leave.
can figure this out for himself. I don't think killing him accomplishes anything.
Yes, you're probably right. I'm guessing we might want to move our base, so we might send more people up there. What about Cithril? Do you think she's trustworthy? I never liked her, but if you
I don't think so.
you don't think she is?
You can trust her that she will look after her own interests, but beyond that, I wouldn't trust her.
Give me a persuasion check. And you don't have your levels of exhaustion anymore.
Persuasion.
He nods. He says, "Yeah, I'm a little skeptical of her as well, but she could be of use in the City of the Undead. This whole thing worries me."
He won't betray us until we got the loot, at least.
He says, "I'm sorry to hear about what happened to Scurry. I liked him."
Yeah,
He just
me too.
Kind of gives you a pat on the shoulder. He says,
I just hope they gave him a good burial.
"Yeah, well, unfortunately, I don't know if that'll be the case, especially with Blackwater in charge, but we'll see. Where did you leave his body?"
At the exit of the Undercity.
Alright. So what about the rest of you? Are you doing anything during this 3-day journey? Any conversations or anything you want to work on?
I think Quinn would just generally talk to the group and just see how they are and how they're coping with the people that have died.
Alright, so Quinn kind of makes some small talk, gets himself a little bit more acquainted with the group. Are you trying to speak to the Iron Tide at all, or the Blood Hand, or just the party?
The Iron Tide probably not. The Blood Hand maybe a little, just to see, because I don't really just maybe a little to the Blood Hand, but nothing major. But mostly just to the group, just to make sure they're okay,
Alright.
emotionally wise.
Give me a persuasion check.
I'm not good at persuasion.
8. Alright, so yeah, you do some small talk, you learn a little bit more about the group. During your talks, while you're all kind of traveling along the plains, the group is approached by a familiar shirtless man. He says, "Hey, heroes. I just wanted to say I'm sorry to hear about Scurry and, shoot. He knows your name. I'm just, blanking right now.
Riven.
Riven." He says, "I'm sorry to hear about Scurry and Riven. I just wanted to offer my condolences. I never got to give Riven that date I promised him. Or I guess the other dates I promised him. I hope he's in a better place."
Yes, I'm sure.
He nods.
How are you coping with the loss of the fairy?
Well, from where I come from, I'm used to losing my mates, so it never gets easier, but I feel like I'm cold to it at this point. People just die. That's how life is. But
Both in nature and in the human world, yes, very much so.
He nods. He says, I don't know about any of that religious stuff of afterlives and what goes on after one eats it, but I just hope the little guy's doing good wherever he is.
He's fairy. They will be great.
Yeah.
Afterlife suck. Gods are assholes. But generally, it's a good place.
Yeah.
What's our assholes?
Yes, gods are assholes.
Okay.
Neil says, I don't know any personally, but from all the shit I've seen that happens here, probably.
See? Exactly. Gods are as bad as kings. They all sit on their thrones and do whatever they want and don't give a shit about little people. They're all assholes.
He says, well, I just wanted to come over and offer my condolences and, yeah, see how you all were since we hadn't spoken in a while. But I'm going to go back. Or go ahead.
It's conflicting. I want to flirt with him, but I know I shouldn't because it's not me. Carry on.
Alright, well, good luck to all of you. I mean, obviously I'll be around, but I hope things go better in the future. And with that, he would go back to the Blood Hand. Alright, so
He seemed nice.
Yeah. So some time passes. The group would get back to the valley and the abandoned mine where you know the Blood Hand reside.
Oh, a very nice place. I like what you've done with the interior.
Yeah,
Very earthy.
the mines are familiar to all of you as you've been in here several times. The hobgoblins kind of go back to their patrols to keep an eye on things. Orcard would say, Cithril, I think we should talk, along with the rest of the group here. What do you call yourselves now? Does your group have a name? I keep hearing different things.
Definitely
Is
not
that-
Heroes of Chaur anymore.
It is better to have different names. That way, one group does. When you do something wrong with one name, you can change it. It's better that way, trust me.
Maybe the villains of Chaur now? He laughs.
Zeros of Chaur?
Zeros of Chaur. Says, well, whatever you want to call yourselves, and Ronar, of course, I think we should all talk about what our next moves are.
Yeah, sure.
Right, so he would bring you all to one of the side passages of the cave and say, so we have the artifacts, but we lost the scholar. Blackwater had most of the information on the city. We need to figure out a way to find out more about what we're going to do once we get there. It would be dangerous, as much as I don't want to give the yelling one credit, and he looks to Quentin. He says, but he's right. It would be dangerous to just march all our forces there, which is why we should figure out what our next moves are.
It is not bad to admit that a plan has flaws. That is growth. That is important in a person.
He says, yeah, well, do you have an idea of how we can fix this flaw?
Yes, we go to a library in a city and read.
Griven says, if I may, I've been a bit quiet, but I do have some knowledge of the arcane, and I was actually working with Blackwater on some of the research, so I might be able to help. He looks back to one of the hirelings that's with you. He says, who is this?
He worked for Blackwater, and he works for Maldonis now.
Meldana says, yes, he is one of my employees. He says, how much do you know about Isik? And he says, well, I did spend a lot of time working with Lyra, so I do have some of her notes. Obviously not as extensive, but I know she was actually curious about looking into some of the ruins that are in this place. She says, I thought it was interesting that we came back here. And Orcard would say, well, that does make sense. He had us digging here. What did she want us to look into? And he says, there are a couple of spots beneath this place that may hold some answers on Isik and some of the energies that caused the death of all those people 100 years ago. And he says, is this one of the caves we uncovered? He says, perhaps. I would have to see what these caves are and see if these are the spots that we need to look into. He says, very well. Well, there are two areas that we had uncovered during our digs. And let me bring up the cave, actually. So there are two areas, one of which I think you all explored already, and you said that you had mostly cleared it out.
Yeah, everything but the clay golem. I don't know, was there a door behind the clay golem?
There was a chest. There was that glowy chest that we never took.
Did you say a door, Griven? Asks as he looks at Tal.
I don't remember, like, as a player.
So there was a caved-in area that I don't remember. Did someone get past the cave-in?
Yeah. No one got. We didn't get past it. Me and Scurry got up to it to see, and it looked like there was something beyond, but we couldn't get in because Scurry wanted to go find the treasure.
Yeah. So Griven says maybe some more exploration down there to uncover what that is. And there's also Orcard would say there's the ruins over here we uncovered, which was a shaft going down to some sort of ruined area, but we keep hearing strange noises from down there, so I haven't sent any of my troops down the shaft yet. And Griven says, well, that might be someplace we should look into. Both of those could hold answers to Isik. It might be why Blackwater had you all digging there in the first place. He nods. He says, are you all feeling up for some exploration?
I guess so.
I just need to...
Good.
He says, I just need to... Well, is there anything that you need from me? Or are you good to go back in?
Do you have any rope?
Yes.
I have rope.
So Ronar, he says I could give you some rope. I have some. My quartermasters have rope, and he would probably just sell it to you for book price.
And how much would that be?
So I want to say, do you have a player's handbook?
Let me see if I can pull it up.
I want to say rope is 1 gold piece per 50 feet, but I might be wrong. It might be cheaper.
Give me a second. I'll tell you. Should be cheaper. Silk rope is 10 gold, and rope. Hempen rope is... yeah, it is 1 gold, yes.
Yeah. You might also want to buy a grappling hook with that if you don't have one.
I don't have one, so I'll buy a grappling hook and rope.
Alright, so yeah, rope is 50 feet for gold. How much is a grappling hook?
Let me look.
But yeah, you can buy those from the Iron Tide Quartermaster at book price.
Oh, tiny.
Griven
A grappling
would say,
hook is 2 gold pieces.
Okay, so yeah, you can buy that as well. Griven says, I really wish I still had access to the Blackwater Library. There was quite a bit of information I could have used there. The other option is there is a library in Highguard, but that is a 6-day journey to get there from here. Still, if anyone is on good terms with the Empire, we could send someone to look into that. Perhaps myself.
We could all go to Highguard.
Yeah.
Well, so Griven says, I thought you all were going to explore the ruins.
But the ruins have been here for a while. They're not going anywhere. We can go and have a look and see and then come back.
No, that's not a good idea, Orcard says. We need to get what we need from this area and get out. Because Blackwater will be sending people. So I think we should get these ruins taken care of as soon as possible. Just in case he shows up with an army.
Then maybe we leave. All of us leave, and then he comes here, investigates, finds no one here, and can't do anything because he's lacking this ring you have. And the other things you have.
He says, well, where am I going to put my army while we wait for him?
Where would you put your army anyway?
Well, I assumed we were just going to head to Issyk. But if that's not the case, then
What would you have done if we hadn't found anything that was useful down there or in the city? What would you have done with your army then?
Since I probably would have headed back to Nazik, because this would have been a lost cause if I wasn't able to get the pieces.
Then maybe just go Nazik for a bit, get yourself stocked up to fight undead. We will go to the city and investigate and see what we find, and we can come back here and investigate down there, and it might be better.
He says, well, Nazik is the Desert Empire. That's weeks and weeks' journey. If I go back to Nazik, I can't just come back here. I have to feed and pay my men. I can't just be trouncing all over the world and not making money. The whole point of having the mercenary army is making money for our work. We can't take forever on this druid. We have to be quicker than that.
Speed does not mean it is smarter. Slower is better.
Give me a persuasion check.
Oh god, I'm bad at this.
He would look to Tal and say, Tal, Ronar, what do you think? Because he does not seem to like Quentin.
The druid makes a good point, but at the same time, I understand the need for you to make profits and feed your men. So,
well, you know what kind of hardships come with marching an army across the desert. I don't think we can. We need to get what we can from this place and leave, and we need to do it quick. That's my opinion.
I have to agree with that. Yeah.
I agree.
He says, what did you say your name was? He says, my name is Griven. He says, what Griven says could be good for some sort of side venture to try to get more information about Issyk, but I don't think I should send all of you down there. I think you'd be better served to explore these ruins and see what information you can dig up.
Maybe we explore the ruins, then go to Highguard and meet you back up at Issyk.
He says that might be a better idea. I can get my men situated. But I don't want to stay here for more than a couple of days, just in case Blackwater sends spies. Because once things calm down in Chaur, he will send people. I can almost guarantee it. At least I would if I was him.
Are we strong enough to take them?
Nope.
His whole group? I don't think so. He had quite a few mercenaries. And actually, that wouldn't be Blackwater. Or that wouldn't be Orcar. That would be Sithril. She says Blackwater's forces were still formidable when we left. I mean, we didn't even attack his house. We just made a distraction, and we still lost a good number of our forces. So he still has quite a powerful group. And he's pissed. Because now you've attacked him directly and stolen his ring. So
that just makes him stupid.
Well, one can hope, Sithril says, but I've known Blackwater to be fairly formidable as an opponent.
Get anyone angry enough and they will do stupid things. Anger clouds the mind. You cannot think straight.
Yes, one would hope, Sithril says, but the point remains he will most likely send people to find us. Orcard nods. He says, I agree. How about this? We take a couple of days, see what we can find here, then we move out. You all can maybe head to Highguard to look for more information, and we will head up to Issyk.
But there is one important thing that we need to decide. If you go your way after this and we go our way for a bit, who keeps the ring and the other stuff you have?
Orcard says, we are not giving up the dagger, and Sithril says, I am not giving up my amulet. I would assume each faction keeps their piece.
That is good. That is what is decided then. We keep the ring, you keep your dagger, you keep your amulet, and no one can go without the other, so it is equal. That is a good plan.
And then everyone has incentive to show up to find the vault, as no one faction can succeed without the other. Orcard says, I'm fine with this plan. I never intended to ask you for your ring or her for her amulet. And Sithril would not.
But what is not said does not necessarily mean all is known.
Yes. Is there anything else that needs to be said? All right.
What about the slaves?
He says, we still have our slaves. We let the ones go that you asked for.
Right. Oh, so they already let the slaves of Chaur go. Okay.
Yeah, no, they let the when you first left here, I believe the slaves went with you. The ones that are the ones that are from Chaur, they kept theirs that they brought over.
I thought it was contingent on us getting. The
ring.
Am
I mixing up the groups?
Maybe I don't.
Okay.
100%.
Hang on, let me double check my notes. I might be mixing up the groups.
Also, we had this alternate timeline, so there might be two versions.
Is there an alternate?
You had the one before we joined. Yeah, because you had the one before Mia and me joined, and then you had the one where Mia and me joined. So they kind of did something before we turned up, and then you retconned it to fit us in.
Oh, yeah, that okay. Yeah, I think the slaves are still here. Okay, so he would say, well, I'm still fine honoring the deal, though obviously there's danger now if we release the slaves, as they can tell Blackwater where we were. Sithwell says, I agree. These slaves should probably just be kept as slaves. I don't think we should be letting a bunch of prisoners free to tell everyone where we are.
Why not keep them here until we all leave, and then you let them go? It will not matter if they tell. It will not matter if they tell them where we are, because we won't be there anymore.
Orcard would seem uneasy with the idea. He says, I will honor the deal, Tal. I will honor the deal that I made with your group. I'll leave it up to you if you think it's wise to free these prisoners, but they might tell Blackwater that we were here, which is...
It's not a surprise to him.
He knows you're here. He had you digging.
Sithril says, yes, but then he will know when we were here. And he may assume that we then went to Issyk instead of not having that information. I do agree with Orcard on this. I think we should just keep the slaves, or maybe just put them out of their misery. But
or we let them free when we leave.
Very well. We'll honor the original deal then.
You are a brutal woman, and I don't like you.
Well, I don't know you very well, but you are very loud.
And you are very bloodthirsty.
Well, I can be. If that's it, gentlemen, I'm going to get my people sorted, and we await the next move. Orcard says, we will call upon you when we are heading north, but if you need to find me, I will be in my quarters, and he will show you, there's a cave over here. That's where he'll be staying with his generals. And she says, I guess we'll just stay out here then, in these nice little tents you've provided. Is there anything that your group needs from the Blood Hand? Sithril will say, looking to Ronar and Tal.
I think so.
Alright. Well, good luck on your exploration. We'll be here for the time being. All right,
Give them
so
a nod.
there are two different areas you can head down into. The one that you partially explored, you remember. There's also a completely new area, that shaft that was dug up down here, which you don't know what's in there. That's the one the noises were coming from. Where do you want to go? You have 2 days to get these places looked into before the Bloodhand and Sithril depart. I mean, you can keep exploring after they leave, but obviously the longer you stay here, the more likely that Blackwater's people will show up.
I would say the one we started cleaning out already first.
Okay. So back into the one.
So-
over here.
Like I said, I want to identify everything.
Oh right, you were identified.
Yeah.
Let's see, which items?
We had some scrolls and some potions. I think Meldonis has the potions.
Where did you get these from?
From the laboratory and
Oh, I
Savannah.
see. Yeah, so you have 3 scrolls and 9 potions. Alright.
Yeah.
So, the scrolls you can just read. You don't actually have to... I guess to be safe, you can identify them, just to make sure they're not cursed. Let me roll for those first. Let's see. Magical items, scrolls. Someone give me a d10 roll, please. So the first scroll that you identify is a scroll of True Strike.
Oh great, that again.
Yep, seems like people like making True Strike scrolls. Second scroll is a scroll of Blight, which actually is kind of a rare one. Let me mark these down as well. So, True Strike, Blight, and did you roll another 2? The third scroll is a scroll of Speak with Animals, which is also a fairly common one.
Okay.
Alright, now the
And then-
potions.
Also D10s?
Yeah. But hang on, I gotta... just putting a bunch of numbers on the screen. Alright, great. Just roll them all at once, so they're all grouped up.
Okay. How many?
That was 9 d10s. There you go. That's much easier to read. Alright, so 6 for the first one. That would be a potion of healing, common. And I'll, keep track of these as well. The second one is a potion of greater healing. Oh, uncommon. Be nice if you knew what these were during that battle. Third one is a... oh wow, potion of supreme healing. Okay. That was a good roll. Fourth one is another potion of healing, common. Fifth one is a potion of invulnerability, another rare find. Sixth one is it's 8. That is another potion of healing. Lots of healing potions. Seventh one is a potion of resistance to cold damage. The eighth one is eighth one is a potion of fire breathing or fire breath. And the 9th one is a potion of greater healing.
Okay.
So there's 3 healing, 2 greater healing, a supreme healing, invuln, resist cold, and breathe fire breath are the 9 potions. Good spread.
Okay. So I assume Nello isn't gonna be with us next session.
Yeah, Nalo, I mean, he'll be in the background, but yeah, he's not going to be actually playing. Although Maldonis should be back.
So I'm gonna give a potion of greater healing to Maldonis and a normal potion of healing to everyone else. So
Okay.
everyone has one.
So everyone make sure you get that potion of healing on your character sheet. Let me add one. You said greater healing to Maldonis?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll add that to your sheet.
And I think Rona gets the potion of fire breath. I think it's most useful in her.
Alright, so Ronar, you have a potion of fire breath. And you can look that up in the compendium. Just drag
Okay.
it onto your sheet if you want.
Okay.
That might be
Potion of
easier.
fire breath. Potion of healing as well, correct?
Yeah, so you can look those both up. And actually, I should do that too. You gave Meldonis the greater healing. Tal.
Yes.
Okay. As well, so I don't have to write all this stuff in. Is it called greater
No.
healing?
Well, you said so.
Yeah, I can find healing. It's giving me problems with greater healing.
I don't see fire breath either. I see fire resistance.
Yeah, okay. So you might just I remember having problems finding fire breath. All right, you might just have to write it in there. That's fine. You can just write it in. If you look in the compendium tool, I know you can look it up there, but for some reason the in-game compendium acts weird with some of these items. All right. Any other item distribution?
I don't think so.
All right, we're getting ready to. I guess we can start
I
into the
I
cave.
also want to identify the ring as well.
Which ring is this?
The one it's all about. Blackwater's ring.
Oh, the one you found, the one you stole. Okay. Yeah, sure. So if you identify that, it actually comes up with some interesting info. First of all, it is a. Let me make sure I have this right. It is a ring of protection. So it gives you +1 to your AC and saving throws. And it has 3 hidden attributes that you can't identify. So that it does 3 other things.
And I
Do you have?
do
Give
I
me
think it might be a curse or
give me an Arcana check.
okay.
Oof. So do you? Well, I should ask. Do you know anyone in the group with Arcana training that you can ask about this?
I think Nello has a Arcana training.
I can help.
All right. Yeah. Give me an Arcana check now, though. He might know something if you mention this.
Yeah, of course.
1 second.
You also do have Meldonis' guy, Griven. He seems to have Arcana knowledge. Oh, well. Nalo, so from what you know of Identify and Arcana in general, you don't think it's a curse, because usually if something is cursed, it will identify as a different quality. Unknown is generally something that either the energy is too powerful and it's being masked by the magic, or someone used some kind of non-detection spell or ritual to make. Usually, it's kind of like a trolly thing wizards do, to kind of give you the finger when you try to see what their stuff does. But you don't necessarily think it's a curse because usually with a curse, curses are hidden as doing other things, or they just come up as a curse. They're not usually unknown.
Yeah, I would say that curses they usually are tricky. They hide. They would make you relax and be confident, and then they hit you when you put it on. And here it's obviously just something we don't know.
Now you and you would also know that there is an ability or a spell called Legend Lore that is actually useful for getting
There are some
information like this.
There are some very high level spells which we are in no position to cast right now that can figure it out. But usually it's a good news because usually unknown things mostly means that it is powerful.
Yeah. So you think
That would be my guess.
Yeah, it's definitely something that requires attunement. But you think if you attune right now, it'll definitely give you the +1 to AC and saves. You don't know if the other abilities will take effect or what they are, but they're probably
Maybe you
not
can
a curse.
attune it. Maybe you
I
can
think-
attune it for fun, and maybe you can figure out what it does just by trial and error.
Yeah, I'm gonna attune to it.
Okay. So you are going to attune to the ring. Is anyone else going to make an argument for the ring of protection? I guess no one else really can because everyone else is kind of new to the group.
This is
Maybe
dead.
Meldonis because he was there, but he's not here right now, so he'll have to make that argument later if he wants. All right, so you're attuning to that ring.
Yep.
You can call it Blackwater's ring, I guess, and just note that it has those 3 hidden properties. Let me make a note of what I told you, just so I don't forget. You would guess one of the properties is the property of being a key that will open the vaults. But the other 2 are a bit of a mystery.
Okay.
So let's get into the next area, at least because I know we're getting close to the end. So you're heading back down into the previously explored cave.
Is it my internet or are you lagging super hard?
Am I lagging?
Yeah, you just kind of got very, very robotic.
Am
Now
I
you're
okay?
back.
Am I okay now?
You're
Yeah.
back now.
Okay. So I was saying, I know it's getting close to the end, but why don't we at least get into the next dungeon, which is you said it's the one you already explored that you want to look into again.
I think that makes the most sense. Any counter arguments?
All right.
No.
Not at all.
And Ronar is joining you. All right. So, you come down the familiar descent into the area with the very loose dirt. I'll drag you on because not all of you have been here. So, Maldonis would be healed. I have to make sure he heals for next time because you have the full rest. I have to switch your token around. We got Tal and Ronar. I don't know. Do you have a light source, Ronar? Do you have a torch you can expend?
I have a torch, yes.
Okay.
I also cast light on my shield.
All right. So Tal can just
Light.
cast light, but if Ronar wants to expend a torch, he can pull a torch out as well. So Ronar, go ahead and pull out a light source. Yeah, you got it.
The map is black for me.
You can't see anything.
I can't see anything.
Huh. Weird. Let me
Let me
check.
try
your token.
refreshing. Hold on.
Try refreshing because your vision should be on. It might just take a moment to load in too. Oh, also, this is where you are, just in case you weren't positioned right. You see that?
Yes, and I expel a torch. Let me see.
Well, if you want, Tal already has a light source out, but you can expend a torch if you want to light one up as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you pull out a torch, you can just -1, and in the journal, there's a place called Resources. You can pull a torch out from there onto the map.
Oh, okay. I'm looking through the icons. Okay, let me see.
No, yeah, no, it's actually something from the journal. Like there's a thing called Resource. Yeah, I think you got it.
Yes.
All right, so you pull out a torch. Remember, that does take up one of your hands, so if you want to pull out your glaive, you have to drop it. But currently,
Okay.
I'll assume you... I guess you could have your glaive in one hand if you want. You just can't swing it unless you hold it in two hands. So if you want, you can at least have it pulled out so you have it ready.
Okay, I'll pull it out as well.
All right, Riven, I have to make you a token. But before we get too far into this, maybe this would be a good place to stop because we are at 2:04.
Yep.
And just for reference, Ronan, this is the one for having a weapon out. This symbol, the 3 blades.
Oh, the 3 blades? Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then if you are using it two-handed, you just mouse over and press 2. But this is the symbol to mark that you have a weapon in one of your hands.
Okay, let me see if I can find that before we leave. Okay, I see it.
Okay. So yeah, this would probably be a good place to stop. Why don't we go ahead and do MVP votes? And we will get back into it next time. One other thing to mention, you remember there was a cave-in where you want to get past, so you might need picks. I don't know if you went and if you have any, but you might want to buy those before you come down here. Like pickaxes. And if you don't, or if you want to buy them, you could say you bought them before you came down here. You just
Oh, okay. I'm like, where do you left?
Yeah, just spend the gold and say you bought one from the quartermaster if you don't have a pickaxe. So to send an MVP vote, you just do this command without the parentheses, /W space GM, and then space the name of who you're voting for.
Okay.
And you could vote 2, Nalo, since there's only the 4 of you. Okay. I think I'm just missing Quentin.
No, I've done it.
Did you? Oh, who am I missing? Oh, I'm missing Ronar.
So it's parentheses, it's the /WGM and then the name. Okay, cool.
Yeah, who you're voting for.
Without parentheses.
Yeah.
As soon as you type GM, it should like change color, so it understands that you are.
All right. So with 2 votes, Ronar, you're the MVP. Congrats. So you get an inspiration point. You start with 1, so just probably in resources, just put that you have 2 inspiration points now. You can spend those at any time to give yourself advantage on a d20 roll. You just have to tell me before you roll.
Okay.
Yeah, and you can have up to 10 of those. And yeah, good job, everyone. Well done. It's got a little bit crazy there for a moment, but glad everything worked out for the most part.
I really love Quentin. It's very good. Very nice role playing.
The angry.
What do you mean? Nobody important died?
Damn.
Hey, whoa, ouch.
You said everything worked out.
I didn't say no one important died. I just said everything kind of worked out in the end. The group as a whole has survived. Poor Riven got shot by a crossbow.
I should have just.
It was always going to happen.
It's gonna
I
happen
should have.
sooner or later.
You should have just asked to be healed, because like you had 1 hit point. I think if you had like 6, you would have survived.
Yeah, but this is the character you're talking to, who, as soon as he arrived in Chaur, ran round shouting, "Dragons were coming! Dragons were coming!" So,
Yeah.
doesn't really. You never really thought things through.
I was almost ready to blame Quentin for not healing him because he's a druid and he saw it happen.
Yes. Yeah. Why did you heal our friend?
Oh,
yeah.
I'm sorry. I don't have any healing spells.
Oh, nice druid.
You're a liar. What's heal?
He only has a power of book studying.
Yeah.
No, my power is to turn into animals. That is my only power.
Oh,
Nothing else.
Damn.
You're a liar. But anyway, good game, everyone. I'm going to take some notes, so I'll be around for a bit. But you are welcome to take off or hang out. It's up to you. But I'll be here for a bit. And yeah, I'll see you next week. And yeah, welcome to the group, Ronar. Well done.
You.
Congrats on not dying.
Congrats on not
so
dying.
it's so crazy to see
Honest to God,
how-
in our groups, it is if you don't die.
because we are playing the same campaign, and it's so crazy how different things are. It's like it might as well be a different game
Oh God,
compared to
did
what
you
you.
do?
Oh, we didn't.
They teamed up with Blackwater in their game, right?
Yeah, we got dagger from Irontide. We then a little bit considered Bloodhand or Blackwater, and we went with Blackwater because he actually like offered more money and he offered us a share of the loot in the vault. He offered us half of the treasure. So,
Yeah, Orchard promised us half as well.
Well, that's at least, and he, well, in a way, that's something like that. Like with Blackwater, it was like this. Like we first took his contract, and then like we never had an actual reason not to side with him. Like he never done anything for us to not be on his side. Everyone is like thinking, yeah, he's a traitor. Like he can he can kind of lie to you, he can betray you, but like for now it's only talk, and for now everything he does, like he seems okay. Of course he's shady, but who isn't in this story? Like Bloodhand, they are shady as fuck. Irontide, they are shady as fuck. And
I mean,
he's
Orchard is the only one who like stuck to his word.
Orchard
So
isn't
far.
shady. He's just more of like what's a good word for him? Because he's not shady. He's more of like a God, I can't think of the word. He's not the best dude, but he's like kind of sensible. He's not like very moral, but he's just trying to keep his guys alive and get shit done. I don't know what the word.
Yes, and then he's doing this by raiding farms, by taking slaves, and
yeah,
so
well,
it
exactly.
is-
He's morally gray for sure. But it's not like he revels in like seeing everyone suffer. He's doing it just because he needs to get.
To me, it seems like both him and Blackwater are lawful, at least to me so far. Like they are.
He's neutral.
Okay.
Blackwater's definitely lawful, but yeah, Orchard is more neutral.
What a lawful with his private prison downstairs.
I mean, it's he's not completely like lawful. Doesn't mean you always follow the rules to the letter, but he's not like chaotic. He's not like all over the place.
Yeah, sorry, I'm playing another chaotic.
I mean, yeah, he does some things that are definitely questionable law-wise,
Yeah.
but he's for the most part he's pretty like he's a plotting guy. Like he plots and he plans.
How we dealt with Irontide is we actually came to their base, and I think for 3 parties, like for 3 sessions, we were doing hit and run, and we actually have done quite a reasonable damage to them. Like we have destroyed a couple of the encampments, we have taken out a couple of their patrols, including those devastators. So it was actually going pretty well. And eventually, he just met with us and said, "Guys, can you please stop it? Like I'm losing my face in front of my generals.
Yeah, and that
like
kind
you are
of-
doing."
That also kind of happened in this game too.
Yeah,
it was similar.
and
Fought after
and-
some unlucky rolls.
And then, with a couple of very lucky rolls, he actually gave us the dagger and promised to just stop. Because we said that, guys, either we just continue this and we get dagger anyway, or you just give it to us and we
Yeah.
leave. And
Well, you have a very powerful face in your group, don't you?
yes, I think. I think.
Because I
Copper
remember you
has
made
done
some. Yeah, you made some really good persuasion attempts, and he finally was just like, "All right, we'll just cut our losses."
I think this was couple of like over 25 2 times in a row, so it was like
But
very
didn't
good.
he stay though? I thought did he leave? I thought he stayed as well.
Well, in a way, he stayed in the dig site, so he continues exploring the
Oh,
site
because
just to
yeah,
cover
that's
his
right.
losses.
You told him he could dig up some artifacts to sell.
Yes,
That's
but
right.
but he's not raiding farms and he's not like bringing havoc. Hopefully,
Yeah, so
if
he's
he
just
is,
there
then
for
we will
now.
have a word with him. We'll have a word with him if he does.
Yeah.
But then in a way we kind of were on the fence between Bloody Hand and Blackwater. But then again, like we had no reason not to continue working with Blackwater because like he gave us our pay. He seemed trustworthy in a way, like we didn't catch him on any lie. So yeah, as unpleasant as he may be, like manipulative with the mayor and everything, like he still seems as the best option so far with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, now we are under the city, and we are trying to get towards the Bloodhand base to get the amulet from them.
Yeah, it's always interesting watching the different ways the story plays out, the different
Hmm.
decisions. But yeah, their
Was
group is against the Blood Hand. So
right now they are.
I mean, Blackwater was kind of never an option for us since Scurry hates noblemen.
And then
Or
Scurry's
hate
not
it.
here.
yeah,
And then Scurry's dead.
now Scurry
We
died.
have one guy in the party who actually was sentenced to death by Blackwater, but we kind of worked with him, and he's okay for now.
Well, by their family, not by Blackwater himself.
Yeah, by the noble family of Blackwater,
Yeah.
not by him and not by him personally. Is Moldanis an actual Blackwater? Like, is he a family?
From what
He
he's-
is, yeah. He's
from what-
from what? Well, yeah.
From what he's told us,
Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
no, just like from what he's told us, he's the bastard kid of someone, but we doesn't know who his parents were, and yeah, he just hates them.
Why would he have a Blackwater as a name then, if he's a bastard?
Maybe the father was maybe Lord Blackwater. Who knows?
Well, I think that name is and again, this is just my assumption. I think he just gave himself that name. I don't know if that's his official title because he feels he should be a Blackwater.
Probably. He's just telling anyone. No one asked
honest,
for his passport
He
yet.
he keeps going around going, "I'm Blackwater," and everyone's just like, "Are you?" So I'm a bit like, if you've been using.